Strange days are here again. Now I'm dancing with my imaginary friends. In my head, they say what I need to hear, whispering lies that make my problems disappear. Then I get paranoid. Oh no, I let them in again. Should I play along? Why yes, let's play a game of pretend. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Time to let my crazy show. They feed on fears, they twist my thoughts. Act like kings, but they're just bots. Truth is, they just fucking bore me. Now it's my turn, I'll flip the game. Step inside, let's play insane. Let's get this psycho circus started. You're at my party, dearly departed. I can make this fun, do you wanna run? I'm pulling out the big one, just for fun. Pop the champagne and run, bitch, run! Strange days are back again. Still dancing with my imaginary friends. In my head they say what I need to hear on repeat till the silence disappears. 1, 2, 3, now you know. This is how I let my crazy show. They prey on doubt, my insecurities. Play pretend like they've got authority. But truth is, they just fucking bore me.
Good morning. I hope you are all well today. I missed a lot yesterday. Of course, I was gone all day. Let me show you what I was doing. I was supposed to have an interview with Marlena last night. However, I was extremely exhausted after not sleeping the night before. I had a rough time falling asleep and did not. And I had to stay up because I made promises to Uncle Boo and my friend Angie, who's been in my chat the last couple of days, to go to Sandcastle yesterday. So that's what we did, which is our water park here. It was fun. Boo's going to be going back to Florida. Maybe not. He likes Angie. Maybe they'll hook up. But we went to Sandcastle. We didn't stay long. We had an okay time. We had to leave. My daughter had a woman problem while we were there, and we had to leave a little early. But I was exhausted, and Marlena texted me last night, and that's where we're going to start today. Let me read my texts with Marlena. Make sure they're okay to read to y'all. They should be. I don't think there's anything in it. Told you PG is back at it. It must be an old live that PG did, but this live bothered Marlena. It was called, Did Candace Really Pack a Suitcase for Summer? So we're going to listen to that because Marlena sent that to me. I put, this was last night. I just got home from the water park. I'm going to listen now. She is even on early. That's when I went and looked and was like, oh, wait, this is an old live. Then this morning I wrote her and put, Killer put out a video about Spider. Now, do you all remember how I asked Marlena about Spider the other day? And Karen Renfro, who told me that Marlena and Spider were sleeping in a cemetery. Now, Marlena told me that's not the truth. She doesn't know anybody named Spider. She talked about her baby's dad, thinking maybe they were referring to him. But Killer Looks put out a video which I think is very worth listening to again. I think I shared it one time in all this time that I've been on YouTube, and I've been meaning to get back to what I only watched like 5 seconds of Killer's video and was like, oh fuck yeah, I meant to go over this. This is great to talk to Marlena about. So after I seen Killer post today and what it was, I wrote her. Killer put out a video about Spider. I haven't watched it yet instead of an interview today because I'm sorry, I fell asleep. Would you like to come on panel and watch it with us? Maybe you can speak about what this Candace's, I believe, a fake cousin spoke about when it came to you. She went on Dolly's and made some huge claims I think you should hear. Marlena writes me, and I absolutely am not pushing her to come to me. I'm not judging her based off of this. I understand her explanation for today. If Marlena gets a chance, she is welcome to stop into my live. I'm not here to bash Marlena. You all know where I stand on who's a suspect, who's a friend, who I think didn't do anything and why. Now, there are things out there that haven't been answered. We're going to find out who they lied about. Right now, I'm taking Marlena at her word. I'm going to be the one that's going to come out here and defend Marlena because I do feel that there is a child involved. Give me one minute, don't talk. So she writes, can't get in all of this today. I'm going to see my child and stuff because her birthday is tomorrow. And she will be in school, so I'm doing it today. What? This has nothing to do with this. So I am okay with Marlena putting this interview off. It's my fault last night that we did not have this interview. I fell asleep. I was tired. I was at a water park all day. Then I wrote her back, okay, how about the day after her birthday? I get it 100%. I would never take you away from your baby. So I want you guys to know that's what's going on. My feelings as of right now have not changed towards Marlena, but if they need to, they will. Okay? Right now, I don't feel the need to attack Marlena. I just don't. I have been saying we do better when we speak to Marlena and treat her as a human rather than sending straight attacks on her. Tomorrow is Journey's birthday. I would like to say happy birthday, Journey. I hope you have the most amazing day of your life. Please enjoy your time with Mama today. Okay? Peace and love. Now, what we are going to do, we're going to watch what I told you we're going to watch, but I have some other things pulled up that I haven't seen because I was absent yesterday. So I like the title of this one. This is Benny. It's Real Candace O is Super Dangerous. I think we should listen to it, and then we'll move on to Marlena and the rest of my content. Oh, and I have found, I found a whole bunch of screenshots not too long ago that I promised you guys I would share with you. We're also going to go over some of those. I don't know which ones. I just like piled them all on top of each other in Canva. We're going to read which ones I think are relevant before today's show is over. And I'm also going to continue with actually, let's start there before Bunny. Because I want to watch several of these videos. I promised to do so in last night's live, or the night before's live, and didn't do so. We left off right here at the billboards. Dawn and Candace Wells family, new billboards, find SummerWells.com, Summer Wells. As you see in all these videos, Tim will be Now, these are the same billboards. Dawn wanted his name in Facebook, and everybody threw it there. Like, fuck me. These are the same billboards, which I don't know if we'll get to it today, but eventually, good morning, Misty. Good morning, Angie. Thank you for being here. These are the same billboards Chase and Cam took credit for on the news, and then Cam came back and said, "No, I didn't have nothing to do with the billboards." These are the same billboards Cam was at these vigils collecting money for with Chase, with Jerry Boyd, in my opinion. Okay. LC Justice, MOC Life Justice, the Million Groups pages, names, Julie Bulford. Yeah, she was very, very involved in these billboards behind the scenes, in my opinion. Okay, so let's go back. Where are we at? We'll do about three of these and then we'll go watch Bunny. Guys, I hope you don't mind watching it with me because I haven't seen it yet. Summer Wills, A.F. Pennington. I think A.F. Pennington is Fiona, which would put her right in place of the reward fund as a direct person with a lawsuit. Isn't that funny? Since she at the time was with Benny and all of them and not supposed to be involved with Chris McDonough going against him. It is my opinion A.F. Pennington is Fiona. So now we have to start questioning why is she involved in Summerwell's case internationally, saying she is against everybody but helping to collect money internationally. We need to find out. A.F. Pennington, I don't fucking like you. I don't give a fuck if you got illnesses. I don't. This production you put on for these parents, bringing Benny in and making his channel build. You build Benny's channel, you fucking cunt. Take your wheelchair and shove it up your ass. I don't really care. You're fake. It's probably fake. Since I'm catching you playing games on both sides. Where you at? She was trying to block
One Hill Road on the Beach Creek should be the first residence on your right. Reference to a missing 4-year-old.
She puts pictures like this out of Dawn and his kids. These are the pictures I would never show. These are some of them. I'm going to show you them now because they're in their own videos. There are many pictures, and I pray to fucking God they're not in this video or any video Fiona ever fucking made. Summer's naked. As you see, they're working with nails and wood. She has a diaper on. She's not completely naked. I believe she has a diaper on. I love that Dawn is putting these kids and working with them. This shows that Dawn had interaction with his kids. He wasn't all that much of a monster. He did things with his kids. However, when they were building the addition onto their very small house they moved into, 1 room, 2 rooms, right? This is the shit that bothered me. Summer was running around with no clothes, no shoes. They have nails, they're in wood. That's the kind of things I see as child endangerment. I don't see going swimming at the horse pond as child endangerment. These are the pictures that bothered me, and this is why. Dawn, put some goddamn shoes on your fucking kids and some shirts. Give them some fucking goggles and teach them how to be safe. They're going to get hurt. We hear Dudley say the kids would summer would go up on scaffolding. Listen, I think Don was raising his little girl to be a little tomboy. I'm not saying there is anything fucking wrong with that, but you have to be with your kid. I don't see anything wrong with Dawn doing this with his children. What I see wrong is this little girl not having shoes on her feet. While there are nails on the fucking literal ground with broken fucking wood everywhere. That's where I get judgy. Okay. She's adamant pushing this. It's my opinion behind the scenes. Tim Mullen set Chris McDonough up to come to to come there. I think he sent Chris McDonough. I think Tim Mullen hired Chris McDonough at first. Then he didn't like the way Chris McDonough did things and attacked him. But I think Tim Mullen reached out to Chris McDonough personally. This is, look at Fiona here. She's pushing the website. Tim's a bad guy in my opinion, dude. Pushing his Kingsport ME magazine, his billboard, all the way there. Give me your opinion. Mine is not nice. I'll get kicked off of here. Notice he's the media manager, so he's pushing the media, but look at what's on their site. It's not like that site is so fucked up. When you go on it, it feels like everybody who's clicking on it is being hacked. You can't get to no right links. Everything's all fucked up. Like, I don't like going to the Find Summer Wells website Tim created. It's not easy to navigate. Not at all. I think it looks funky and fishy. Like old school. Like, you know how like you go to the genealogy websites and people will just like what's the Reddit? Like Reddit. You go on the website, almost feels like a Reddit thread. It's fucking weird.
You're fucking weird.
I am a fucking weirdo.
We're all weirdos.
Yeah, we're weirdos. I showed them. Look.
They should have made a book. Where's the weirdos?
Look, Boo, did you see the pictures I tagged you in?
Yeah.
I put your name on it. They're going to know your name now because I tagged you. Anyways, this is Boo. You get a good picture of Boo. This is my friend Angie. I'm trying to hook them up. I'm playing matchmaker. It's going good so far. I don't want Boo to go back to Florida.
So she's trying to hook me up with some milk.
And I'm even giving my dog away because I can't care for him because my husband ain't here helping me.
Because he's a douchebag.
Angie's taken. What you say he listens.
You're okay, buddy.
Angie, this is my friend Angie. I absolutely love her. She came into my chat the other day. She's a little psycho like me. This is my daughter.
She's a fun puppy.
And this is my brother from another mother, Boo Boo.
Where's Boo Boo?
It's like fucking where's Walter with your ass?
It really is. One day I'm here, one day I'm gone. You never know where the fuck I'll be until I'm gone.
Ain't you gonna miss coming in and saying hi to my friends?
Yeah.
He is. He said when he gets back to Florida, he's going to join our lives and come on panel once in a while. He wants me to help him make a channel. He wants to go down because he's a recovering addict and he goes through sober living homes down there. He wants to go down and interview people and come on here and build a channel where he can help. We can set sponsorships up and do things like that. And I'm great. I'm happy if he goes down to Florida and does that. I am going to be the first person to help him do that, and I hope you guys will join his channel and
And all
help him.
donations go to jasonminch08@gmail.com.
We ain't doing no dough. Come on, you Griffin ass. He's doing that because I've been telling him about the Griff thing. He's full of shit. Don't even fucking listen to him.
I'll take PayPal, cash.
Venmo. So would you sell a shirt that you searched for a missing child in?
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah, this is for proceeds to send to the family.
But I mean, what if the proceeds were going directly to you?
No, that's just fucking. That's just horrible.
That's horrible.
It's horrible. That's selfish and greedy.
That Jody Sue, the one I showed you, the one that sits in her car, you were laughing at.
Yeah, that's what she did.
She did. She got $16 for the shirt and was mad as fuck
Wow, she got $16.
because she got $16 and she turned the whole marathon upside down. They were collecting all kinds of illegal money. Okay,
Oh,
not
that's
just
not
her, but like a bunch of YouTubers. But here comes Jody Sue, the suspect, the neighbor of Summer Rose, the missing little girl. She wants to sell a sweaty, nasty, dirty fucking shirt that she searched for Summer Wells in. And she only got $16 and threw a goddamn fucking fit. What do you think of that?
Delete her app and don't ever fucking respond to her page ever again because she's a douchebag.
Wouldn't you call that grifting?
It's called being a selfish, inconsiderate douchebag.
Somebody who doesn't know the case and just pops in and says hello to you guys and listens to me ramble and really don't give a fuck all day long.
Not at all. No fucks given here.
But he will tell you my life is real. That's foul selling the shirt, Kylie said.
It is foul. It's fucking just wrong. The proceed off a little girl missing that could be dead or be getting molested right now, raped, fucking mouth in the mouth, all kinds of shit. She's worried about selling the shirt. She needs to get dragged outside, beat the fuck down, and dragged by a car.
Guess what?
Don't get me
Guess
started.
what? Like Gretchen, she worked at a sleazy fucking strip club most of her life, and her little man would drive her there. And she got busted in one of Tennessee's biggest drug busts ever in America. It included 32 people and a bunch of fucking fake prescription drugs. Do you think that makes her a suspect or not a suspect?
Not a suspect.
You think that makes her not a suspect in this case?
Yeah, I think she knows.
Because she played all kinds of fucking games. She was the first to search for the little girl. She was on the hill. She has made comments like, I walked in the water so the scent dogs couldn't get my scent. And she was down the hill before the mother. This lady, this Jody Sue, she was down the hill before the mother was, searching for her child.
She
Like,
came back.
well, that's what a lot of people think. I don't think she did, but you'd have to know the details.
That's why she sits in her car.
All right. I'm just trying to fill Boo in. He quite don't understand. I'm just getting his thoughts on things we have. I think it's interesting to bring someone into my home that I ain't seen in 30 fucking years. Always been like a brother. We've spoken, like our families speak and shit like that, Facebook type shit. But we ain't seen each other in 30 years. This is somebody like he's like a brother to me. I can run around in my t-shirt and underwear and not worry about him ever fucking making a pass on me or anything in that sort of fucking nature. He comes in my room while I'm sleeping and grabs coffee. We've known each other. We were yesterday trying to explain to our friend Angie how we raised each other because our parents were shit. Like,
Not my day card. Her
shut up. What if she's watching you? Don't say that.
she's gang.
She's gang. He loves her. Already. I'm giving her my dog today. I'm giving her Jasper. I can't care for him. My husband ain't here, and he's sort of being neglected and shitting all over my dining room and ruining my floor.
If If he plays with cards,
I don't have no like real income right now, so I can't afford to fix it. And Jasper's just not getting the love he needs. And I am an avid dog lover, animal lover. So I think even though it's breaking my heart to say goodbye to my dog, he's going to a home. I can see him anytime I want. I can visit. She'll bring him here. I can go take him for walks with her, and he will be loved. And she just recently lost her second boyfriend. The first was a motorcycle accident, and the second one, how did he die? Did she tell me? I forget.
Fucking somebody.
The second one passed away, and she's been really sad and lonely. And I think her son, we're all going through empty nest syndrome. Our kids were all the same age. And her son has grown up and he got his girlfriend and he's hardly home. He lives in two places. And I thought Jasper would be really good for her. So today I'm going to break my own heart and I'm giving my pup away. Maybe one day I'll get another dog, but I'm not okay to take care of a dog at the moment. So we're going to do what's best for Jasper and give him a good home. It's awesome having a good friend like that. I have a whole bunch of friends. I have all my friends. See, that's the thing about me. I grew up where my mom and dad were absent. I didn't have a mom or a dad at the age of 8, like pretty much for real. And my community took care of me. Um, they raised me. This is the little small town of Glassport raised me. My mother was always getting beat up by boyfriends and going to the bars and getting barred and tell them, dude.
Getting always fucked up.
Always fucked up. So I didn't have support other than my friends, and my friends were all dudes. Every fucking single one of them, just about. I had maybe 6 or 7 female friends. I had acquaintances, some I hung out with most of the time. But if there's 24 hours in a day and I'm with females for 2 hours, I'm with the males the rest of the time, and I didn't fuck them all. They took care of me. Their parents took care of me. They raised me. I raised myself. They helped me raise my little sister Shannon. They helped me raise my little sister Sarah. And then it was time I couldn't do it no more. I was a depressed teenager who cut myself and tried to drink Drano once. I was put in the hospital for those things. I do have mental health issues from a very young age. And they're nothing I'm ashamed of by any fucking means. I just hung out with the dudes, and they always been like my brothers. We slept on riverbanks together in abandoned houses. I watched this motherfucker tell me the city in the Keysport ain't fucked up. Him and a group of our friends took an abandoned house that was like in the worst condition fucking ever. Drywalled it, put new fucking flooring in it, made this house like fucking brand new, broke into it, fixed the house like fucking brand new. Probably made the house worth like $80,000 when it was worth a fucking dollar, for real. And the city came in, kicked them out, fined them, put some of them in jail, and took the house that they worked on. I think after seeing that, because we didn't have parents, we did shit like that. And I think after like seeing somebody do that, you should, if you're in a city and there's some homeless people and they want to actually put fucking effort in, especially children, because that's what we were, and they want to put fucking effort in and fix your fucking home, give it to them. Let them do it to several and move on. Help them help you flip homes in your city, and it's free work. You get to keep your city looking nice and get to keep homes, because now the 10th ward of McKeesport has literally 3 homes in it when we used to have hundreds. I'm just saying that's one of the homes that were saved and is still standing today while the rest are all fucking gone, you pieces of shit. Alright, let's get back to our regularly scheduled program without booze interruptions. I love you. Okay, so A.F. Pennington, Fiona, like Shrek. Kylie, the shit is bomb, but I am not paying $16 for a fucking candy bar. They got me fucked up. Enjoy your Dubai chocolate. I get them when they're like 50 cents. You get the little tiny ones. They sell them bitches here in Pittsburgh for fucking $16. That's insanity to me. It's a fucking candy bar. I think candy bars should be expensive. I think they should be taken off of food stamps. But I don't think they should be $16. I see shit about EquiSearch on here. Hold on, I gotta enter first.
Good?
My audience smokes with me.
Aw, fuck, pass, motherfucker.
They go get their own weed and shit.
They don't smoke with you?
Yeah, they do. We smoke in my chat together.
Really?
Yeah, like they'll say, "Hey, I got my weed. We're ready for your live."
That's what you should call your.
I smoke with everybody almost every day. Like,
Stoners or us.
Stoners or us. I had peace pad one time, but Jody Sue called it piss pad, so I changed it. Thank you, little Dev. But if you notice, we are sharing the interviews with Chris McDonough. Here's the first one where he talks about Candace at the lake. So she's sort of promoting Chris McDonough while they're trashing him. We're going to go through one day. And read the whole summerwells.com website. I think that's worth it, and look at it. I'll take the fucking hackers. I already bought them or whatever. I wouldn't go to that website, but I will do it for you one day. We're not going to do it today, though. And Little Dev, my best. Little Dev, I don't think you were here the other day. I'm having a problem where people can't leave comments and their comments are disappearing. I don't know who the bot is. So you've been with me first and the longest. I really, truly don't believe it's you, but just in case, I kept you a mod and I removed the other two mods I had. Earl was also a mod for me, I think, so I removed him too. I'm not sure if it was even happening, if it's a YouTube thing or whatever.
I'll be back.
But for the moment, you're the only mod. If it's too much for you, let me know and I can switch it. Okay, and thank you. Huh?
I'll be back in a little bit.
Jeez, you taking Jasper?
Yeah.
Can I say bye?
Go on.
I'm gonna let the next video play. You guys can see what this is. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go say bye to my dog. It ain't bye forever. Are you carrying that bag of food?
No.
We'll tell her to drive down and get it. It's brand new. It's huge. 20% down.
He says we got to do it. Carrying that bag of dog to your house. Fucking nuts for her.
Is she picking you up?
No, walking on her.
Okay. All right. Next one is Dawn and Candace Summer Wills new questions page at findsummerwills.com. You guys can watch this. It's probably no words. I'll make it big so you can read them. I'm gonna go say bye to my puppy. I'm gonna cry. Oh no, it's too short. Wait, boo. You gotta wait till I get to a video I can share with them. It takes a while. It was just that. Here's the dog trail. Boo, you gotta wait a minute. You can't leave till I get to this 12-minute video. Okay, so here's my problem with the dog trail. It ain't really a problem. I see many other ways he could have walked. He's walking a singular way down to a path. Cracking Cases did a
Hey, I want to go before it rains, so don't leave me back.
no, I'll just put something else on.
Put Brandon's Stinky Show on.
Listen to Killer for a minute. I'm gonna go say bye to my pop.
Darling.
Bye.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Hey, I was just calling to tell you, I've never watched your show before. Thank you for keeping Summer's name out there. But we don't agree with anything you guys are saying as far as Summer goes. This is not the first time Candace has had a kid go missing. Her older daughter, Candy, went missing in foster care. And we put flyers out then, and then Summer came missing. But we, honest to God, don't believe that they're responsible for this. We think it's a mistaken identity, that the people they were hanging out with were actually the targets and not the Wells and not Summer. And everything people are saying is driving us nuts because this has nothing to do with Summer.
I'm lost. Like, I just got sucked into a parallel universe or something. You lost me. Like, okay, this, what?
What? All right, Candace had 2 children removed.
Yeah,
before
okay,
she
but
with
I know that one daughter had ran away from foster care for a little bit, but she wasn't,
did. And
it wasn't nothing to do with Candace, right?
It had nothing to do with Candace.
Yeah, okay.
We were still, as a family, looking for her, and it had nothing to do with it. And before that, our cousin Rose went missing, and then Candace's older daughter went missing.
Okay,
and then
wait, you keep saying we. Are you kin to the Wells?
I am.
Okay, who are you first? We know who we're talking to.
I'm her cousin.
Is your name just Cousin? Do you got a name?
Well, we'll just go with Cuz.
Cuz. All right, Cuz.
Yeah. All right, Cuz.
You on that bullshit?
No. It's all been turned into the
That's
TBI.
not bullshit.
No, I'm not talking bullshit. No, I'm not.
Okay.
This has all been turned into TBI.
Oh.
No. So we've had people go missing before on that side of the family where we've gone up in arms looking for children, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden Summer goes missing. We're like, what the hell is going on over here? You got 2 kids missing from the same mom. But the word on the street, because we still have kin there, the word on the street, this Summer was not the intended target there. This has nothing to do with them.
So somebody wanted to kidnap somebody, but they didn't want to kidnap Summer. But when they got there,
no. Let me lay it down for you. Okay, you can investigate those too. You can, as I speak.
Okay, I'm gonna look up see if they have a cousin named Cuz first. That's gonna be
listen.
First step.
Look up a dude named Spider. Okay,
all right.
He was arrested at 2:00 in the morning the day Summer went missing.
Okay.
And he was in a drug deal. Okay. He was arrested a few miles down from their house, right in Rogersville, Tennessee. He was meeting three people from Virginia. They were coming up. Okay. And somebody called him an anonymous tip, and he was busted. It wasn't the Wells that called him in, but the people they were hanging out with called him in. You can look this up. His name's Steven, and he goes by Spider. June 15th. You look this up. I'm telling you the truth. They bust Spider.
Okay. His name is Steven, though.
Yeah.
And he was arrested June 15th.
Yep.
Of last
at
year.
2 o'clock in the morning. No.
2 years ago.
2021. The day Summer went missing. I'm telling
Okay.
you. Listen to me. I'm telling you the truth. This is just like crazy. Nobody's listening to us. He was busted. He was meeting people from Virginia. Okay. The car load of 3 people. An anonymous tip called in. Spider had drugs on him. They busted him that morning. They were pissed off because it was intercepted. Okay. And it came back to 110 Ben Hill Road, but it was not the Wells who called it in. It was the Crawfords. And all of a sudden, Ricky gets killed the next day. I'm telling you, this is
Which dude is Ricky?
Truth. Ricky's Marlena's brother.
Marlena is the one that's living in the homeless camp or whatever, right?
No, I don't know where the fuck the bitch is now. I'd like to know, but I don't know because she wouldn't be there. No, she's all, it comes down to the Crawfords. I'm telling you right now, listen to me. The Crawfords were the intended target. It was not the Wells. And in our hearts and souls, we believe with every fiber.
Yeah, but did they have a daughter?
Journey. Her name's Journey.
Okay.
They sure did.
So these people that busted on Spider, that you saying this is a retaliation, and some people have
That's
showed
exactly what I'm saying. And the people that did it are in Rowan Mountain, Tennessee. And we turn this into the TBI, and nobody's listening to us. He puts on his Facebook, keep them stuck and still their children, and he's all into like this Joshua lies called the Isaiah House. He said we steal their kids and homeschool them, and this guy's freaking nuts out of his mind on drugs because he's a drug dealer.
Well, people are saying Ricky Crawford is still alive, but I 100% believe the Crawfords are involved.
He's dead. He got drowned. Nope, he's not. He's dead. Nope, they killed him. He's dead. He's killed.
So
I'm telling you right now, that man's dead.
So you're saying this? They done went and got Summer because of this drug he got ratted on, snitching.
It wasn't them though.
Yeah, but it was mistaken. They came there thinking it was the Crawfords, and they ended up getting Summer. Is what you're saying?
Honest to God, that's what we believe. And the only way it makes sense, if you listen to me, is her timeline is a lie. That's a big fat lie. But the Wells, I'm telling you, Donnie and Candace are innocent as can be. They didn't do it. This is like, if you look at their timeline, her timeline doesn't make sense because it's not true. Her timeline, she left the home. And Grandma, or you can call her Grandis or whatever the fuck you want, we call her Candy. Candy was there. And she was sleeping. And the boys were supposed to be in charge of the home. And Candace left.
Where did Candace go?
Well, you want to know the truth? She went to take Hunter home. She was taking Hunter home. She was there with Hunter, and she wasn't supposed to be there with Hunter.
So you're saying when Allie says that Summer was in the car when she brought Hunter home?
Oh, Allie,
that's a lie.
No, and then if you go back and look on YouTube, she already admitted that was a lie. That was a big fat lie. She's a big fat liar. She was like not following Hunter's probation at all. She let him do whatever the fuck he wanted to do with Candace and whoever he wanted to do it with. She didn't give a shit. She was too fat and lazy, sleeping in her bed on the toilet, whatever the hell she was doing, but she wasn't watching her kid. I'm telling you, that was a lie. So what happened is she was taking Hunter home, and so her timeline is screwed up. And when she says she don't want to talk about it because, I already told the TBA, everybody knows if I tell it, this is the perpetrator. Fuck that. No, she don't want to tell the truth.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if Candace is completely innocent, like you're saying, then why all the fuck shit? Why all the?
Well, let me tell you why. But it's going to come out now. Let me tell you why. It's about ready to come out. Let me tell you why. Because she was afraid to lose her boys, but now the boys don't want to come home. So Candace has nothing else to lose, right? It's going to come out. Let me tell you the truth. It's coming out. You guys all watch. It's coming out. Candace lied about the timeline, and she was scared. But now she has nothing else to lose. And Don, the guilt is eating them up alive, and they're coming out. They had nothing to do with this little baby going missing. It's not them. It's not them. And we've already turned these people into the TBI over and over, and nobody's listening. And we keep sending like video proof and proof. This is not them. They didn't do it. It's not them. It's the Crawfords. They need to look closer, and they need to look at these people that we're sending like the crew. This guy like has pictures of like keeping them stuck and stealing their babies. Like he talks about this code and all this weird shit. He's talking about the jailhouse code. Like when they go to jail, they write letters and code to each other and shit. This guy, and I don't know how I could put his name out there without getting in trouble. In my opinion, it's Philip. I don't know how to. I'm not.
Yeah, don't worry about his name. Just send it to me in my Facebook.
All right, but he's from Rowan Mountain. I'm telling you. And there's a video of this guy living in the woods and talking about stealing kids and all this bullshit and keeping them like in an Amish school almost, like it's called the Isaiah House. He calls it like this religious house. And I swear to God, our family does not believe that they're guilty. Honest to God, they're not. And we think that these people honestly took Summer and on mistake. It was not the intended target. Marlena's daughter, Journey, was actually, that's why Marlena's freaking out. Summer was not the one that was supposed to be gone. It was supposed to be Journey. And everybody's like, oh, she was gone 2 to 3 minutes. No, she wasn't. She was gone 2 to 3 hours. And that's why.
So what else is Candace lying about? Because you said the timeline is wrong, that Allie lied.
That's it. No, that's it. And Allie,
so while she was gone, what do you think happened?
She took Hunter home, and they came up on that hill and got that baby. That's honest to God what happened. And if you look at like the FBI evidence and the TBI and the LE evidence, nothing. Why have they not arrested them? Because they didn't do it. And the digital evidence proves it on their phone and their GPS and all that stuff. They did not do this. This was not them. This was done to them. And they're not listening to the people that we think in our hearts did this. And if you look Spider up, I'm telling you, you Google the time.
I apologize for walking away. We're going to go ahead and I didn't read the chat. Whatever questions you guys have, we can re-go over that. I'm going to go back to what I was doing. I just had a very sad moment. I'm really glad to get my dog away. I'm sad. I didn't know it was going to happen when I was live, but it did. Okay. We're going to go back and re-listen to all of that. So, Dawn was, I'm sorry, guys, showing this, and I'm going to let you go listen to that. You know what? Yeah, we'll go back to that.
Times Herald, June 15th, 2021, and look at Stephen's record, Spider. You'll see he was arrested at 2 o'clock that morning.
Okay, somebody asked, how did the 110 address get mixed up?
It didn't get mixed up. That was because she was staying there. It did not get mixed up.
So when she called the police on Spider, she called from 110 Ben Hill Road.
No, she didn't call the police on Spider, though. It wasn't her. She didn't do it. She did not call the police.
No, I'm saying Spider. Marlena called the police on Spider, right?
No. There was an anonymous tip. It was anonymous. Whoever called, what I'm trying to tell you is Spider got the drugs from this dude in Rowan Mountain, okay?
Uh-huh.
And the dude he got the drugs fronted from is the one that had this arranged. It was not the Wells, I'm telling you. And if you look at the son of a bitch online, which we have done, and we've sent it to the TBI, the FBI, the LE, and we're telling them, look at this guy. He's talking about stealing babies. He's talking about being this great drug dealer, blah, 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 and keeping them stuck and stealing their kids. And
you gave all this information to the TBI?
We did. And they're not listening. They're not listening to us because they think we're like stupid hillbillies or something. They're not listening. They won't listen. And we're trying to tell them, listen, somebody called in on Spider and it wasn't us. And his people took retaliation on the Wells, trying to get back at the Crawfords. And it wasn't us. It had nothing to do with them.
Yeah, but you think somebody's going to come because you told them somebody's going to come take your kid? I mean, that's a little extreme, don't you think? For snitching on somebody?
No. How much do you think that he had on him? How many kilos do you think he had on him?
What, when they busted him?
Yeah. Look it up. It's all right there. It's all.
I mean, how many kilos did he have? Just save me the trouble. You can tell me.
No, go ahead. No, look it up. He had guns. He had drugs. He had a backpack full of shit. Not only that, but the people came from West Virginia, but he had information on the Isaiah house. He had information on their whole racket that they had going in Rowan Mountain over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, look it up. He's still in freaking jail right now.
So if he's in jail, he couldn't have done it. So, but you're saying his people done it?
Spider didn't take it. No, Spider did not take her. But I'm telling you, the guy that he was working for, he did it. I'm telling you right now, that man Philip did it. And with my whole heart, as I'm sitting here breathing, I swear to God, hand to God, I believe that man did it. Hand to God.
And he did that because of a drug debt, because his drugs got knocked off.
He did it because he was busted, and they had information regarding his operation.
All right, somebody told me to ask you, do you think Summer is alive?
I don't. I honest to God don't. You know why? Because I think she was too much of a liability at that point. I think they had to, like, I think they cut their losses, and I think, I don't want to start crying, but honest to God, I don't think that they kept her. I think that they got rid of her because they realized that they made a mistake.
Yeah, and I don't know how I would look up Spider because I don't know his last name.
No, I'm going to tell you right now. Hold on. I can tell you. You just give me 10 seconds. I'll tell you. 1 second.
I don't think she ever did tell the name. Okay. I think I'm done crying. I am so sorry, guys. I did not expect that while I was live. I thought I'd hand Angie Jasper after my live tonight. I didn't know he was going up to help. She wants the dog. I'm going to give her a... I'm heartbroken. My life is like literally falling apart with it. In front of all y'all. And I'm sorry. Okay. So maybe we'll just go over this now.
Candy went missing in foster care, and we put flyers out then, and then Summer came missing. But we, honest to God, don't believe that they're responsible for this. We think it's a mistaken identity, that the people they were hanging out with were actually the target.
Let me start with this woman stating she is a cousin to Candace. My first thoughts are she's from Wisconsin. You can hear it in her voice. She's from the same area Lisa Kay would be from. You could hear it in the accent. Candace had cousins that lived in the area, a male and his wife. One of their names was Chris Marcos. This could be the wife of, which is why I'm not buying the bullshit. This would be somebody who knew too much. Why would she have all these thoughts about these people? How would she know them well enough? Candace and Dawn, if you think that the cops after Summer went missing wasn't tapping their phones and listening to their conversations and sneakily following them around while investigating Summer, you're wrong. So if any of these conversations would have been had after Summer went missing, they would have had to been extremely private. This woman saying she lives out of state, I would like to know the timing of Chris Marcos being in Tennessee till the time he goes back. I would like to know, did Chris Marcos have ties with the people they're speaking of? And I would like to know this woman's exact fucking name, because I don't buy the bullshit. Does it mean Marlena didn't have a spider? No. We're going to listen. And we're going to listen hard. Marlena's been telling us about her past. The things she tells me about her past doing research match up. However, Marlena is a user, and sometimes users get themselves mixed up with bad people. Marlena comes from a rough family. Nobody's denying that. Marlena has journey, and when I talk to Marlena, I don't get a feeling of malicious. I don't get a feeling of hurt. Per Gordon often says to Marlena about money. Marlena wanted money. She did. I refused to talk to Marlena because Marlena wanted money at the beginning of this. Hold on. I'm not going to lie about any conversation I had with Marlena that I think you guys should know. And Marlena's been really cool with me. I don't think she cares what I've been telling you. If she does, she can come in and stop me. And then what does that do? That only makes her look guilty, right? I look at things as not a movie. I look at things as real life. Summer in real life has gone missing. Marlena in real life, what this lady's not lying about, was one of the closest people to Dawn and Candace at the time of Summer going missing. Okay. Marlena's daughter spent a lot of time at the Wells house. Marlena, I think, on the not the last panel she was on, the first panel she ever came on, explained that Marlena had a drug addiction. Marlena wasn't right. Drugs take over your thinking. Okay? They make you forget things. They make you forget who you are. But Marlena was never so far gone that she didn't love her child. Prior to Lips playing games, Marlena's sister already had a ton of time with Journey. Journey was one of them children that was dropped off because Marlena had a drug addiction. Marlena admits her faults when it comes to her bad behavior at being a mother. Marlena says she doesn't want her child harmed because of the things people are saying. So for me, this lady is so adamant. This is just my first thoughts before we listen. This lady is so adamant to get this bad story out about Marlena, and she is so in depth and detailed. It tells me she personally knows Marlena. I'm going to ask Marlena when I interview her. I'm actually going to see if we could just have her keep coming on panel. I don't think it's okay to talk in the back. I think I already know enough to send the TBI that the TBI can ask her about the shit at the West Side and then what Jamie talks. That's my main concern right now. Okay? Now there's a push. Here. Jody ain't pushing back on my content. Don't you find it odd Jody hasn't come out and responded to Marlena? And I don't give a fuck what Jody says about she don't watch everybody. Jody will pull a clip out of her motherfucking ass from 50 years ago. Not only is she watching everybody, but Di and whoever goes around and downloads every fucking one of our lives for Jody. Jody always has our lives on here. Even if she said she didn't watch it back then, she'll bring it up 6 years later. Exaggeration. You'll have to ask her about that, Chango. I didn't see her living near you, Chango. Hey, Running Bear, everybody I didn't say hi to. Darlene, I don't think I said hello to you. Moonshine. I've been on how long? Almost an hour, and I didn't even say hello to everybody. Thank you all for coming in. I feel like this may be a Marcos. When TT goes in as a troll, she sent me the video. I showed it to you. It's in our messages. All the videos I put out on me in TT's messages. When TT goes in as a troll to Candace, while they're talking, she goes in and says something about Marcos, and Candace gets extremely protective of Chris Marcos. Tiffany Marie would often go after Chris Marcos at the beginning. And it often seemed that when Tiffany Marie would do that, certain creators would deflect. her from going to Chris Marcos. So when this woman comes out and says, I'm Candace's cousin, and then acts as if she knows these people personally, that bothers the fuck out of me. Now, other than that, we can listen to what she says because I do think some of it is relevant. However, it depends on what Marlena says. Now, Marlena is going to respond to this exact video with me in 2 days, but she didn't say she would yet. Let me go check. She's doing things for her daughter and her daughter's birthday tomorrow. I read the text messages. That must be true. She's not even seeing it. Okay? I'm going to depend on Marlena to come listen to this exact live with me. We're going to finish listening to it, but I'm not giving much more commentary than my very first thoughts. I don't want to give commentary until Marlena is here to give commentary with me. If Marlena blows me off, then we have something to worry about, right? I don't know Marlena from a can of paint other than the conversations I have had with her here. Now, the shit Prayer Garden does to Marlena and her daughter disturbs me. So after we listen to this, we're going to go listen to the link that Marlena sent me that really bothered Marlena enough to send it to me. And these are the things I'm going to commentate on today. Because if she's sending it to me, I think we should go over it, even if she's not on my live today. Because right now, Marlena is my content because she made herself present in my chat. But I do understand that family shit comes up and she has a daughter. She has a lot to make up for while she is in sobriety, as she told us, correct? And even if she's not, we have to think of this as an addict. We have to love her still so that we can get answers. We can't attack an addict. If Marlena knows something, she needs to go to the TBI, to her in-law, who is a investigator over Summer Wells' case, as she told me. But as I was saying about the money, during the time I spoke to Marlena, it was right after Summer went missing, and she was in active addiction. She did say to me, if Andy B can get $500, why can't I? And at that point, I backed up and said, I don't want to interview her, so I no longer conversated with her. I didn't think she was credible at that time because she said it to me. But I didn't think of it as she was in active addiction. We're putting her daughter in danger. After that, I've had a conversation with her live on a panel, which one day we're going to go over again. I haven't gone over it since. We're going to listen to it maybe tomorrow during Journey's birthday. That's what will be my content on Marlena. We'll go over where she came on and allowed me to interview her about 2 years ago. I have to find it in the exact date on my panel. It was after Prayer Garden really went after her, and I think it was over the same live that she sent me. So I'm going to start this. I'm going to start this call right where we're at. We're going to listen to it without my commentary until I have Marlena present. Or if Marlena blows me off, I will give her about a week. If she blows me off going over this, then we have a reason to talk about it. That's just my opinion. Right now, I'm going to trust that I'm loving Journey today for Summer, and tomorrow it's Journey's birthday, and let's let her have an amazing day without fucking harming her. Let's think about the child at the end of this, okay? Now, other than that,
and not the Wells and not Summer. And everything people are saying is driving us nuts because has nothing to do with Summer.
I'm lost. Like, I just got sucked into a parallel universe or something. You lost me. Like, okay, what?
What? All right, Candace had 2 children removed.
Yeah,
before
okay, but
okay.
I know that one daughter had ran away from foster care for a little bit, but
she did. And
it wasn't nothing to do with Candace. right?
You know, it had nothing to do with Candace.
Yeah, okay.
We were still, as a family, looking for her, and it had nothing to do with it. And before that, our cousin Rose went missing, and then Candace's older daughter went missing.
Okay,
and then
wait, you keep saying we. Are you kin to the Wells?
I am.
Okay, who are you first?
I also want to remind you that Chris Marcos lived in the area, I think, if I remember correctly, when Rose Pye went missing. And that might have been the cousin that Rose was going to see. Think about that.
We know who we're talking to.
I'm her cousin.
Is your name just Cousin? Do you got a name?
Well, we'll just go with Cuz.
Cuz. All right, Cuz.
Yeah. All right, Cuz.
You on that bullshit?
No, this has all been turned into the
That's
TBI.
that bullshit.
No, I'm not talking bullshit. No, I'm not.
Okay.
This has all been turned into TBI.
Oh.
No. So we've had people go missing before on that side of the family where we've gone up in arms looking for children, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden Summer goes missing. We're like, what the hell is going on over here? You know, you got two kids missing from the same mom. But the word on the street, because we still have kin there, the word on the street, this Summer was not the intended target there. This has nothing to do with them.
So somebody wanted to kidnap somebody, but they didn't want to kidnap Summer. But when they got there,
no. Let me lay it down for you. Okay, you can investigate this too. You can, as I speak.
Okay, I'm gonna look up see if they have a cousin named Cuz first. That's gonna be
listen.
First step.
Look up a dude named Spider. Okay,
all right.
He was arrested at 2:00 in the morning the day Summer went missing.
Okay,
and he was in a drug deal. Okay, he was arrested a few miles down from their house, right in Rogersville, Tennessee.
I did look that up and I couldn't find it. If anybody has found that, please let me know. I looked that up, like I researched a little bit as I heard this. I have meant to bring this to you guys so fucking long ago. Killer Looks, thank you so much for putting this out.
See, he was meeting three people from Virginia. They were coming up. Okay. And somebody called him an anonymous tip and he was busted. It wasn't the Wells that called him in, but the people they were hanging out with called him in. You can look this up. His name's Steven and he goes by Spider. June 15th. You look this up. I'm telling you the truth. They lost Spider.
Okay. His name is Steven though.
Yeah.
And he was arrested June 15th.
Yep.
Of last year.
2:00 in the morning. No.
2 years ago.
2021. The day Summer went missing. I'm telling you. Listen to me. I'm telling you the truth. This is just like crazy. Nobody's listening to us. He was busted. He was meeting people from Virginia. Okay. The car load of 3 people. An anonymous tip called in. Spider had drugs on him. They busted him that morning. They were pissed off because it was intercepted. Okay. And it came back to 110 Ben Hill Road, but it was not the Wells who called it in. It was the Crawfords. And all of a sudden, Ricky gets killed the next day. I'm telling you, this is
which dude is Ricky?
Truth. Ricky's Marlena's brother.
Marlena is the one that's living in the homeless camp or whatever, right?
No, I don't know where the fuck the bitch is now. I'd like to know, but I don't know because she wouldn't be there. No, she's all. It comes down to the Crawfords. I'm telling you right now. Listen to me. The Crawfords were the intended target. It was not the Wells. And our hearts and souls, we believe with.
So Burn Barrel, maybe I will be giving commentary. Burn Barrel brought out the protection order between Francis and Chad. At the same time, Bill and Vicky were having fucking problems, okay? And, was that in my window? Crystal Spencer's mom's. She talked about them a lot in my interview with Crystal Spencer's mom. So Francis and Vicky are really, really good friends at the time. And this is where Dawn and Candace have been hanging out. We even heard Dawn the other day I showed you say that on the Hatfields, he was around the corner at that house a lot, and that he went there after Summer went missing, and that they were drug dealers. That's also going towards Bill's house, the front way, not the back way, who is Stanley Dyke's father, son-in-law. That's what we hear through cracking cases and Squall and other channels is that Michelle walks adamant. Some locals, Fred, has given us some directions of footprints. I personally never heard Fred speak about footprints over in that direction. I've only heard Fred speak about footprints towards his home. I don't know if those footprints are correct. Ellie never came out and told us anything about a fucking footprint. It was Dawn. It was cracking cases that told us investigative shit they probably shouldn't have been fucking telling us in the fucking first place, right? Like, so. At this time, Candace is friends with Marlena. Dawn's pissed off Marlena's around the house. He doesn't want Marlena to, after years, or at least a long period of time, dropping Journey off at the house and having Candace help care for Journey. Much like me when I was a child, you heard me and Boo talk about it. When you come from parents of addicts, they would drop their kid off and fucking say, hey, I'm going to the bar, or I'll be back, and not come back for days. Marlena's not ever said this didn't happen. I've questioned her. I told her what Dawn has told me. However, Dawn's reaction to it shows me he's siding with Benton and them. Because at this time, Francis and Vicky are like, hey, yo, something's going on. Our men are fucking abusing us. We need to get fucking protection. They're going to court getting these fucking protection orders against their men. Think about the atmosphere with the friend groups of Dawn and Candace and the things that have happened and things Fred has said and not said, like the footprints, for one. When Ziggy used to actually cover the footprints before Fred. This bitch knows too much, in my opinion. She's a Marcos.
With every fiber.
Yeah, but did they have a daughter?
Journey. Her name's Journey.
Then she's going to
Okay,
go
Sure
on.
did.
No, you see, Marlena gave me permission to mention Journey, only because Journey's name's been mentioned so many motherfucking times. She was as old as Summer, guys. A couple years older. She was Summer's best friend. And here is a woman putting Marlena's daughter in danger. Her name is Journey. Fucking man, you can't make this shit up.
So these people that busted on Spider, that you saying this is a retaliation, and some people have
That's
showed.
exactly what I'm saying. And the people that did it are in Rolling Mountain, Tennessee. And we turned this into the TBI, and nobody's listening to us. He puts on his Facebook, keep them stuck and still their children, and he's all into like this Joshua lies called the Isaiah House. He said we steal their kids and homeschool them, and this guy's freaking nuts out of his mind on drugs because he's a drug dealer.
Well, people are saying Ricky Crawford is still alive, but I 100% believe
he's not.
I do. Listen to her accent. Like I said, Lisa Kay has the same accent. She's from the same area. Lisa Kay was very involved in Rose Bly's case. Lisa Kay went to all, and I'm not attacking Lisa Kay or fucking blaming Lisa Kay for shit right now. This has nothing to do with that. Listen to the tone in her voice. Go listen to Wisconsin Mama. This bitch is from fucking Wisconsin. She's from Arkansas. That's a fucking guarantee. Listen to the fucking tone in her voice. Now, Stephanie, you made a very curious comment. She sounds like your sister. You can't be sure. Are you connected to Summer's case? Why would you think that? Yes, Marcos is an offender on the Megan's Law list. Yes. No. Find me that. I'll show you what Times News did. Fuck, I just had it pulled up the other day. I was going to show it to y'all and we didn't get to it. Hold on, I gotta find it. Let me go through my history. That's so funny you say that, little Dev. They did an interview with Dawn Wells. Hold on. Why is when I search things that should come up, they don't? I literally had this shit pulled up the other day. I know exactly what you're talking about, little Dev. Oh, y'all see Liplog doing her weird shit again? I mentioned her and she's starting to do weird shit. She's a fucking whole ass fucking weirdo. I don't even give a fuck if she's an old lady. Liplock is a whole ass fucking weirdo, yo. Times new. So I've gotta be around here. Here's my next slide. I'm gonna find it because I even have it downloaded. Just hold on. Put this shit back. I was barely on yesterday, so it should be here and easy to find. Nope, it's not. I'm gonna go look for it. You guys finish listening to this fucking bullshit ass cousin.
Officers
He's
involved.
dead. He got drowned. Nope, he's not. He's dead. Nope, they killed him. He's dead. He's killed.
So
I'm telling you right now, that man's dead.
So you're saying this? They done went and got Summer because of this drug he got ratted on, snitching.
It wasn't them though.
Yeah, but it was
It wasn't-
mistaken. They came there thinking it was the Crawfords, and they ended up getting Summers. What you're saying?
Honest to God, that's what we believe. And the only way it makes sense, if you listen to me, is her timeline is a lie. That's a big fat lie. But the Wells, I'm telling you, Donnie and Candace are innocent as can be. They didn't do it. This is like, if you look at their timeline, her timeline doesn't make sense because it's not true. Her timeline, she left the home and grandma, or you can call her Grandis or whatever the fuck you want. We call her Candy. Candy was there and she was sleeping and the boys were supposed to be in charge of the home and Candace left.
Where did Candace go? Cuz.
Well, you want to know the truth? She went to take Hunter home. She was taking Hunter home. She was there with Hunter and she wasn't supposed to be there with Hunter.
So you're saying when Allie says that Summer was in the car when she brought Hunter home?
Oh, Allie,
that's a lie.
No, and then if you go back and look on YouTube, she already admitted that was a lie. That was a big fat lie. She's a big fat liar. She was like not following Hunter's probation at all. She let him do whatever the fuck he wanted to do with Candace and whoever he wanted to do it with. She didn't give a shit. She was too fat and lazy, sleeping in her bed, on the toilet, whatever the hell she was doing, but she wasn't watching her kid. I'm telling you, that was a lie. So what happened is she was taking Hunter home, and so her timeline is screwed up. And when she says she don't want to talk about it because, oh, I already told the TBA, everybody knows if I tell it, this was the perpetrator. Fuck that. No, she don't want to tell the truth.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if Candace is completely innocent, like you're saying, then why all the fuck shit? Why all the
Well, let me tell you why. But it's going to come out now. Let me tell you why. It's about ready to come out. Let me tell you why. Because she was afraid to lose her boys. But now the boys don't want to come home. So Candace has nothing else to lose, right? It's going to come out. Let me tell you the truth. It's coming out. You guys all watch. It's coming out. Candace lied about the timeline, and she was scared. But now she has nothing else to lose. And Don, the guilt is eating them up alive, and they're coming out. They had nothing to do with this little baby going missing. It's not them. It's not them. And we've already turned these people into the TBI over.
I'm the one that brought Earl Taylor out. Earl Pumpkin Taylor. Let me tell you who Earl Pumpkin Taylor is, because that's who the bitch has this shit. He is Marlena's cousin. That's what I was going to interview her about. I believe Marlena and I even might have talked about him. I can't remember, man. I've had so many fucking conversations with people. Was it on my last panel that I talked about him with her? Frances and Marlena's sister. I'm just fuck it at this point. I'm sorry, Rogers. Adrian Gray. A family member of hers was a girlfriend. I can't remember the lady's name. Of Earl Pumpkin Taylor at the time he died. Her and I have had conversations, an extensive conversation. She was so fucking in love with him. More than anybody ever could imagine. And she found it strange that the night Summer disappeared, Celesta Maddox, who is Earl Pumpkin Taylor's ex, who has children. He's also a cousin to Ricky and Marlena, not Adrian Gray. He has children to Celesta, who at the time was Ricky's girlfriend. Man, this gets so deep. And I fucking hate doing this because it's another victim. He found, here's what I'll say to you. I'm related to Cecil's. Many of them. There is a Cecil's wife playing fucked up games, collecting money for whatever fucking reason. Individuals. Cecil may have a son named Cecil. I don't fucking know. I don't know them since I was a little kid. They're from Tennessee, from the same area of Summer. I've showed you my proof with my cousin Matthew and Holly the other day. I was told by the girlfriend of Earl Taylor that Earl was found behind Cecil's house, and that when the cops came to question Cecil, he acted like he didn't know Earl, and him and Earl had been friends for a very long time, and that was where Earl was living. Earl had an addiction problem. They found him in a creek, or in a street in a puddle. I've read two different things, been told two different things. That's what I could tell you about that. And I could tell you probably a little more, but I'm not going to right now.
Over and over, and nobody's listening. And we keep sending like video proof and proof. This is not them. They didn't do it. It's not them. It's the Crawfords. They need to look closer, and they need to look at these people that we're sending like the proof. This guy like has pictures of like keeping stock and stealing their babies. Like he talks about this code and all this weird shit. He's talking about the jailhouse code. Like when they go to jail, they write letters and code to each other and shit. This guy, and I don't know how I could put his name out there without getting in trouble. In my opinion, it's Philip. I don't know how to. I'm not.
Yeah, don't worry about his name. Just send it to me in my Facebook.
All right, but he's from Rowan Mountain. I'm telling you. And there's a video of this guy living in the woods and talking about stealing kids and all this bullshit and keeping them like in an Amish school almost, like it's called the Isaiah House. He calls it like this religious house. And I swear to God, our family does not believe that they're guilty. Honest to God, they're not. And we think that these people honestly took Summer and on mistake. It wasn't not the intended target.
Does it sound like this bitch was going by my content? Am I imagining that? I am literally the only one out here that has ever covered the fucking Isaiah house. I don't believe this lady. And I'm not gonna go against fucking Marlena. I'm gonna wait to talk to Marlena.
Marlena's daughter, Journey, was actually, that's why Marlena's freaking out. Summer was not the one that was supposed to be gone. It was supposed to be Journey. And everybody's like, oh, she was gone 2 to 3 minutes. No, she wasn't. She was gone 2 to 3 hours. And that's why.
So what else is Candace lying about? Because you said the timeline is wrong, that Allie lied.
That's it. No, that's it. And Allie
so while she was gone, what do you think happened?
She took Hunter home, and they came up on that hill and got that baby. That's honest to God what happened. And if you look at like the FBI evidence and the TBI and the LE evidence, nothing. Why have they not arrested them? Because they didn't do it. And the digital evidence proves it on the phone and their GPS and all that stuff. They did not do this. This was not them. This was done to them. And they're not listening to the people that we think in our hearts did this. And if you look Spider up, I'm telling you, you Google the Times Herald, June 15th, 2021, and look at Stephen's record, Spider, you'll see he was arrested at 2 o'clock that morning.
Okay, somebody asked, how did the 110 address get mixed up?
It didn't get mixed up. That was because he was staying there. It did not get mixed up.
So when she called the police on Spider, she called from 110 Ben Hill Road.
What county did he get arrested in? Because that's what I would like to know. What county did this man get arrested in? Because Earl Taylor didn't die in Hawkins County or Sullivan County.
Road.
No, she didn't call the police on Spider, though. It wasn't her. She didn't do it. She did not call the police.
No, I'm saying Spider. Marlena called the police on Spider, right?
No. There was an anonymous tip. It was anonymous. Whoever called, what I'm trying to tell you is Spider got the drugs from this dude in Rowan Mountain, okay?
Uh-huh.
And the dude he got the drugs fronted from is the one that had this arranged. It was not the Wells.
Rowan Mountain is the first one I put in. It's the first line. Let me see. right here. That is 1 hour. Let's remove this. It is 1 hour and 7 minutes from the Wells home. Earl Taylor was unalived in Greenville. It is 36 minutes. I'm not saying this can't be possible. That's what I'll say. I'm not saying this can't be possible with the death of Earl Taylor. However, I don't think Marlena would have unalived her own cousin, no matter what the circumstance. And they were close cousins. But it does sound like somebody on that side of the cuz may have had a reason to do so. And got a little too fucking scared when I brought content out.
I'm telling you. And if you look at the son of a bitch online, which we have done, and we've sent it to the TBI, the FBI, the LE, and we're telling them, look at this guy. He's talking about stealing babies. He's talking about being this great drug dealer, blah, 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 and keeping them stuck and stealing their kids. And
you gave all this information to the TBI?
We did. And they're not listening. They're not listening to us because they think we're like stupid hillbillies or something. They're not listening. They won't listen. And we're trying to tell them, listen. Somebody called in on Spider, and it wasn't us. And his people took retaliation on the Wells, trying to get back at the Crawfords, and it wasn't us. It had nothing to do with them.
Yeah, but you think somebody's gonna come because you told them somebody's gonna come take your kid? I mean, that's a little extreme, don't you think? For snitching on somebody?
No. How much do you think that he had on him? How many kilos do you think he had on him?
What, when they busted him?
Yeah, look it up. It's all right there. It's all.
I mean, how many kilos did he have? Just save me the trouble. You can tell me.
No, go ahead. No, look it up. He had guns, he had drugs, he had backpacks full of shit. Not only that, but the people came from West Virginia, but he had information on the Isaiah house. He had information on their whole racket that they had going in Rowan Mountain over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, look it up. He's still in freaking jail right now.
So if he's in jail, he couldn't have done it. So, but you're saying his people done it?
Spider didn't take it. No, Spider did not take her. But I'm telling you, the guy that he was working for, he did it. I'm telling you right now, that man, Philip, did it. And with my whole heart, as I'm sitting here breathing, I swear to God, hand to God, I believe that man did it. Hand to God.
And he did that because of a drug debt, because his drugs got knocked off.
He did it because he was busted, and they had information regarding his operation.
All right, somebody told me to ask you, do you think Summer is alive?
I don't. I honest to God don't. You know why? Because I think she was too much of a liability at that point. I think they had to I think they cut their losses, and I think, I don't want to start crying, but honest to God, I don't think that they kept her. I think that they got rid of her because they realized that they made a mistake.
Yeah, and I don't know how I would look up Spider because I don't know his last name.
No, I'm going to tell you right now. Hold on. I can tell you. You just give me 10 seconds. I'll tell you. 1 second. Hold on. I got all of it. No, his name.
Or you can just shoot it to me on Facebook, like I said, and I'll look into it.
I've never listened to. I don't even know your name. I've never listened to your show before.
Oh, okay. Well, how did you find me?
I just looked up live on YouTube, and you popped up.
Oh, okay. And it just happened to be something you knew all about that you happen to be family with.
Well, no, I just happened to see you were talking about Summer Wells. I'm like,
oh, okay,
listen.
okay.
I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going to tell you. June 15th, 2021. I'm doing it right now. Hold on.
Okay.
I know you think I'm nuts, but I'm not.
June 15th, T-Talk saying 623. I'm looking for it right now, T-Talk. that's not June 15th. So this lady has the whole fucking wrong date. Hold on. Let me grab that date from my live again. 6/23 or yeah, 6 detox of it. Hold on. Where the hell did I put this? Oh, damn it. Well, in 2025, a Sullivan County man accused of violating videoing a juvenile girl pulling up her dress at a Blumpville store. Two more. This was September 23rd. Two Mooresburg men facing drug trafficking felony gun charges after methamphetamine were seized by the HSO, executing a search warrant last week. Okay, hold on. Check my Facebook one minute. I believe you there. Let's go to give me 1 minute here. I dug further, included searches, exact word, and combinations of Spider, Hawkins County meth trafficking firearms detectives in June 2021. Unfortunately, I cannot yet responsibly identify Spider's real name. September 2022. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, Hawkins County banned crypto mines. This has nothing to do. XJCMC travel nurse gets diversion 30 days for drug theft. Imagine all the travel nurses that were going on at this time stealing drugs from hospitals and taking them back to their states. Promise you that was going on. Let's go to WJHL in Florida, but this is an interesting story. Okay. I'm not finding the link, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. I need the actual link. I need somebody to send me the link to find this article you're telling me about. Stephen Blake. Let's try that. Not showing up. I don't know. Let me go to ChatGPT. Look for articles with Stephen Blake Spider. There was a jail escapee named Stephen Blake Lamb, but that's a different incident and does not establish that Lamb was Spider from June 2021 month firearm investigation. Stephen Blake Lawson with Hawkins County, but available records identify him as Hawkins County school employee. So right now, Stephen Blake is not verified as Spider. One. October 18th, 2023. John Way, Billy Wayne Snap. Ooh, you got a problem, Lawson. Kelly Mitchell Flanagan. Michael Allen Burleson. There's the picture of it. There's their pictures. I'm just not finding this article you guys are telling me about. Alright, let's go back to Dolly here. If I can find it. I know what you're talking about, though, when it comes to that Times News report, and we do need to listen to that. I'm going to find it eventually.
It's in the Times Herald.
Okay, Ziggy's in the room. I got you. She says, look up this article by Newsbreak called 4 Arrested After Large Quantity of Meth.
Yep, that's
Gun seized from Churchill
Ziggy.
residence.
I love Ziggy. Yep,
That's
Ziggy's right. Yep, Ziggy's right. That's it. She's right. I'm telling you.
So Don and Candace was tied into those people, which was Marlena, and Marlena was tied into.
That happened in 2023. And there's nobody named Spider in that article. I literally just showed you that with their pictures. Yep. Look at that. Look at that.
Spider.
Marlena, yep. It was not done directly. It was by accident. I'm telling you, this was by accident. They were not tied in directly to them. That's the heartbreak about the whole situation.
So then what would make some people go after them? I mean, what would make them think the Wells were involved there, where they would have to go kidnap Summer?
Where, if I can tell you, that's where they stayed. That's where she spent a majority of her time. She was like there all the time. And that's the only thing. They didn't mean to take her to hurt her or kill her or anything. They were using her as collateral. And then all of a sudden it blew up. And they're like, oh, fuck, we got the wrong person. We got the wrong victim. We got the wrong person.
So nobody at the house. The grandest was asleep. The kids didn't see nothing. I mean, what did they come into the house?
Oh, but they did. No, listen, the kids did see something though. Here's the thing. When Candace went to the door and said, "Hey, Wyatt, watch Summer," you don't say that for 2 seconds, right? You say that when you're leaving. "Hey, watch your sister," and get in your car and leave. And Gramps even said, I hate even calling her that. We call her, that's Candace, and we call
Candy.
Grandma. Listen, we call Grandma Candy, okay? So I don't like to call her Grandis. I feel it's very disrespectful. So Candy was sleeping in her trailer, and she heard Candace leave. And she'll tell you that I heard her leave. She was leaving to take Hunter home. And her timeline don't make sense because it's not true what she's telling. And that's why they look guilty. Her timeline does not make sense because she left. And when she left, that's when it happened.
But what I'm saying, then what did the boys see? Was Summer, if Summer was inside with the boys, how did the people get in the house and grab Summer without the boys seeing it? And why didn't they take the boys?
No, listen, Summer went outside. And if you listen to what Ronnie Lawson says, and I have this interview, he says, the boys said Summer was last seen walking out of the house and Summer left the home. Summer went outside and they got her outside. It wasn't like they didn't know the boys were inside. They didn't go inside the house. I'm telling you, they took Summer. She went outside to play and they grabbed her because they thought she was Journey. I swear to God, as I'm breathing, they thought she was Journey and she wasn't Journey. And when they realized she was Summer, I think they did something bad to her. I really do. I honest to God do. I swear to God, I think they did something bad to that little girl. And I wish with every fiber of my being that I'm not right. And I pray I'm not right, but I think I am. I think they did something very bad to that little girl because they thought she was not Summer. They thought she was Marlena's kid.
What do you mean you said did something really bad to that little girl?
I think they killed her.
Oh, you think they did something bad? I thought you said, I think I did something bad to that little girl.
Not me. No, honey. I'm a hillbilly. Listen to me very carefully. I'm a hillbilly. Sometimes I can talk and it don't, no, not me. I would never, ever, ever do anything bad to a child, ever. I worked in public schools. I retired from a public school. No, I would never, ever, ever do anything bad to a child. I have 6 grandchildren myself. I'm an older lady. I would never harm a child, not me. They did something bad to that little girl, I think. In my heart, I believe that they did something bad to that little girl. And our family, when we sit around and talk about this is what we think happened. We think
I just searched exactly. Man arrested in Rogersville named Spider from that's Tennessee online. Hold on. Times News, Tennessee Online, TN Online, Times News. I'm searching it. Man arrested in Rogersville named Spider. I'm not. Here we go. August 17th, 2024. When I go to it, this shows up. I'm not clicking on it. Let's go to the Rogersville Municipal Court. We'll go to Times News. Nothing on the municipal court. News leading. Here, Times News online. July 23rd, 2021. File not there. They took it off. However, this doesn't even say nothing about Earl Taylor being unalive. Hawkins County detectives arrested a man on meth trafficking and felony gun charges following a tip about a man known as Spider. Hawkins leased blotter tipster lead HSCO to pedestrian carrying handgun and meth in Rogersville. This has nothing to do with Greenville. It has nothing to do with Earl Taylor. Rogerville's curious, but it happened on July 23rd, 2021, after Summer went missing. It doesn't say where in Rogersville, and right now I can't say that this connects to Summer. Or that it doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't either. All right, let's go back to Times News Online. Stephen Lee Blake. Nothing. All right, let's go. Let's finish listening to this, and we'll go find their YouTube channel.
I think that they got rid of her because they realized that they made a mistake.
Yeah, and I don't know how I would look up Spider because I don't know his last name.
No, I'm going to tell you right now. Hold on. I can tell you. You just give me 10 seconds. I'll tell you. 1 second. Hold on. I got all of it. No, his name.
Or you can just shoot it to me on Facebook, like I said, and I'll look into it.
I've never listened to. I don't even know your name. I've never listened to your show before.
Oh, okay. Well, how did you find me?
I just looked up live on YouTube, and you popped up.
Oh, okay. And it just happened to be something you knew all about that you happen to be family with.
Well, no. I just happened to see you were talking about Summer Wells. I'm like,
oh, okay. Okay.
I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going to tell you. June 15th, 2021. I'm doing it right now. Hold on.
Okay.
I know you think I'm nuts, but I'm not.
He wasn't in a car. June 15th. T-Talk saying 623. I'm looking for it right now, T-Talk. That's not June 15th, so this lady has the fucking wrong date.
She wasn't the target that was supposed to be. And when you hear Jody Sue and Andy and all that bullshit and all the fucking shit on the holler, that's all drama bullshit that takes away from Summer. Summer wasn't supposed to be gone. It wasn't Summer they were after. We, honest to God.
Now, in that article, that Newsbreak article that Ziggy was talking about.
Do you see it?
No, I haven't seen the article. I haven't looked it up. But you saying Steven is Spider?
Yep.
Okay, so I can find the 4 people that were arrested. Go by Steven, and that would be the Spider guy.
Right. But let me tell you, Steven's dealer is in Rowan Mountain, and he's not in that article. He's not mentioned. And I turned this into the TBI, and I turned it into, like, nobody listens to us. They think we're freaking hicks from the light and back. And let me tell you, and I can relate it back to Candace Wells too. It's the Mendenhall's. I can tell you. So if you look up that, you look that up, and I've got it all screenshots of all of her friends, and I'm telling you right now. And him and Spider were connected, and that's a connection to the Wells. But they weren't the target. I'm telling you right now, they were not the target. The target was a
So you saying the drug man's mad over a debt because his man got busted with drugs? He blamed it on Marlena, went to kidnap Marlena's daughter, but accidentally got Summer Wells.
I think he was trying to scare her. I'm trying to tell you. I think they were trying to scare her, And I think they wanted to paint it because that shit got interrupted. And it wasn't only that like $5 or $10 worth. There was a large amount of drugs and guns. That man had guns too.
Do you live out there in the holler?
My parents do.
Okay.
My parents do. And if you know my last name, you'd be like, oh fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. We're right there. Nope. I'm nowhere near there. I'm hours away. I live in a different state. But I'm telling you.
Where does Chris Marco's parents live? No, I just read that happened in July. I just found it. But they took the article down. You can't click on it no more. But it definitely happened in July, question. You're right. When he was being investigated. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's irrelevant. It sounds to me like this lady just fucking panicked after hearing some of my content. I was the only one covering this shit at the time. This shit came out in like 2023. Then I started getting bashed with lawsuits. Like the more I listen to people who tried to show my content, but it didn't go nowhere. It's funny as fuck, dude. Like I'm just saying. The Isaiah house, this is all the shit I was covering at this moment in time. Right. I'm missing comments, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Oh, he sure as fuck did on my channel the other day. I don't think Marlena was involved in Shadowgirl. Her cousin Earl Taylor, maybe. Ricky, maybe. I mean, it could be something went missing, but I think there's a bigger picture and it includes Bill Benton. Just my opinion. And with this lady coming out, I'm really feeling like she's a Marcos. Candace did have family in the area. Christopher Marcos. They went to a flea market together not long before Summer went missing. There was a lady that called in a tip about a red truck. Or she had a Facebook post. Oh. She had a Facebook post about seeing a red truck in Summer and Candace in a flea market. And Jody Sue went fucking ballistic over that Facebook post in Facebook. And then she started taking up the story. I seen a red truck too. Anybody remember that? Okay, I think I'm caught up. Not your sister. Okay, good. Thank God. It's odd though. Why would you think it was your sister? Are you related to Summer and them stuff? Do you know them anyway? Stephanie's been with me forever. I'm not attacking her in any means. That was just a weird comment for her to make it and go away for a while. Yeah, it's removed. That's odd. That is odd. Maybe the guy did have something to do with Summer. Maybe he was involved with them people. Maybe they were questioning him. But it doesn't mean it had anything to do with Marlena or that was Marlena's boyfriend at the time. And it's also not the father of Marlena's children. And it's funny that Karen Roper tried to push that same shit on me. It feels reminiscent of this old lady named Eden or Edith. That Lisa Kay and Squall and TT, they all tried to push me to this old lady and dox her. and I'm not fucking doing it. Like, mm-hmm. Didn't say that she was my sister, just said she sounded like her. Okay, I misunderstood them. I'm sorry, honey. Ooh, you scared me for a minute. You said, that sounds like my sister, and then disappeared. And I thought, oh my God, what? I'm happy you're back and was able to clear that up. You gave me a little jump there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's hard when you lose your parents. I've lost both of mine and I can't stand them, and it's still hard. Yeah, and you know what's really funny? Candace left and she went to Wisconsin and Louise, Iowa, and she went on a long trip, and her trip lasted like a month. It was a very long trip with the kids while Allison lived in her home. Did you know that? She does. Come on, Candace. Marcos, 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 Polo. I got something for you. Let's talk about your cuz, Candace, because I think this is a relation to them. And I think this is a you trying to set a Marlena up. That's who I was talking about. That TT was talking to TM. Yep. Hey, Chris. Mwah. Thank you for being here. Well, you know, the night Jose and Dawn got into that fight, Allison got arrested near I think it was near Knoxville or Memphis, one or the others. Henderson County, where is that? She got arrested far away. Go look it up. Macbeth. Allison, I can't remember what name. Macbeth, Harrison. Allison had a lot of last names that she went by. That always makes me feel like she's criminal. Thank you, little Dev. I'm trying to keep up. Okay, let's go.
You. I know. I believe my people. I believe my family. And we talk about this shit. And I'm telling you, nobody's listening to us. They were not supposed to. Summer wasn't supposed to be the girl. And if you look at this idiot, I don't know how to get you the information, but I'd love to give you his name.
Yeah, I mean, you can email me. It's real easy. My email.
All right. Well, tell me, can you put it up on your screen so I can screenshot it?
Yeah. My mods will type it up real quick. JimmyJams757@gmail.com. Mods, post that up. A link in for me. And then she can screenshot it. I don't know
what your damn name is. I just went to live and I seen calls. I'm like, all right.
My name is, they call me Dolly. Dolly.
All right, Dolly. I'm telling you, I reached out to Josh, and he blew me off to reach out to what the hell, I think his name's Doug. He blew me off. Well, first I reached out to Chris, and he's like with a I don't know, the behavior manual.
Yeah, the Cold Case Foundation.
Yeah. And I'm like, listen, here's what our cousins, here's what we think happened. And he's like, you know, like.
This woman talked to Chris McDonough. She talked to Josh. Where's Chris McDonough and Josh putting this information out at? Why didn't they?
Like, they blew us off like we were dumb hicks or something. I'm like, no, I'm trying to tell you people. And we turned in this gentleman's name, and I said all this screenshots that I have where he's talking about selling children and splitting up 8 balls and selling 8 balls and kids. And
can you send somebody over to that email I got posted on the screen right now? See if that's JimmyJam757@gmail.com.
Wait 1 second, I'm going to do it right now. Hold on, JimmyJam757. Right, hold on, let me get on my email, and I'm going to do it right now as we're speaking so you know I'm not bullshit. Because I know this has got to be a lot for you.
We'll look that up. Yes, there were arrests. They call it Meth Mountain. Times News covered Roan Mountain. Mountain Man, I believe, came from Roan Mountain and Churchill. Clutch Mountain is another one. There were many busts, and we'll go over them one day. I've watched them. I'm just not going to do it today because I have so much more.
And what are you sending over?
I'm going to send you all my screenshots of all the bullshit about Spider and the person I think that is responsible in Rowan Mountain. And I had a video. I sent to Don B. And he's like, yeah, this is the guy walking through the woods. I'm like, no, he's walking through fucking railroad tracks, over rivers, in tunnels, and talking about hiding bodies and shit. What's the matter with you? This is the guy, like, you know.
Uh-huh. And he's connected to Spider, which is connected to the girl.
Yes.
And do you have anybody to show that they're connected?
Well, look at his friend list.
Okay.
757, right?
Yep.
At Gmail?
Yep. Yeah, she said she told TBI.
I did. I already turned all this into TBI. But they don't tell us shit, right? They don't tell us anything. Okay, screenshots, because I got screenshots of the shit. 3,900 of them.
3,900. Well, don't send me all those.
No, I'm going to send you some right now where these are the people I think are directly related to this dipshit. I have like all these messages. Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get, and I've got like, and I hate to say this, but my kids are cops, so I have them run all kinds of these names. I'm like, give me this information. So I got all their like criminal history and shit. Because they scare me. Like, I think that they did something to Summer.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're going to receive a lot. This is Candace's friends list, okay? And this will show you how they're related if you will like look at that.
Okay.
So you're going to receive a lot of attachments here because there's like, she got like 400 friends. But if you look, and I'm going to send you the name privately of who and how they're related, and I'm going to show you right here how they're connected through this one individual. And let me tell you something about this guy. He was homeless, and then he was living under a bridge. 2 weeks after Summer went missing, the MFer paid cash for his house. Now, how do you do that?
If he was living under a bridge, then how was he the dope man?
Listen, you know how he was. I'm telling you, they effed out. He had this partner, and they were living.
So if she knows this person that much and knows this much shit about him, then that must mean she knows him. That must mean you're connected to Candace through Rogersville. Which leads me to believe you are Chris Marcos' old lady that was at the flea market with Candace right before Summer went missing that Jody posted about. And the lady at the flea market posted about. Did you have a red truck? One night we're going to go over Tiffany's content on Chris Marcos. She did some good content on it. No, she mentioned that's who she was talking to. She told us who she was talking to. Josh at the lab, Chris McDonough, and Dawn B. I don't think this bitch has anything to do with Marlena. I feel like she was pushing a theory of Marlena. But she might have something to do with Spider.
Under a bridge, and they got the stoic guy. I'm telling you right now. And I'll send you the address. It's 725, and I'll send you the address. And this asshole paid cash for this house 2 weeks after Summer went missing. You can look it up. What I'm telling you is God's honest truth as I'm breathing. Ziggy, she knows. Ziggy, you're gonna do some searching here, Ziggy. But what I'm telling you, girl, is the truth.
All right, I still ain't got the email yet. It takes a little bit of time.
I'm still adding shit. Okay. All right, I added that. It's okay. Let me just send this a little bit to you. There's 80 of them. Oh shit.
Ziggy says she is looking into it.
Okay, but I'm trying to send you 80 things at one time. Oh gosh, how can I do that? This is add. Yeah, I want to add 80 things. I don't know. 73. Okay. Here, how about if I just do this? I'm gonna send you the names. How about this?
Okay, whatever works for you. All right, let's see.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'm just gonna send this right now.
Okay.
Okay, so I tried to send like 75 things, and I don't think it worked. So let me try to send. Let me know if you got that one I just sent with the names. And I'm gonna send you something else. What their names are.
I haven't got it yet. Let me make sure I go in my spam folder.
We know how she reacted when her daughter went missing, Candy, and then she's acting the same way with Summer. She's innocent. I'm telling you that they're not great parents. I'll give you that, but they're innocent. I'm telling you, they're innocent.
All right, I think I just got it. Okay, I got names.
Okay, now listen, I'm gonna send you what their street names are. Okay.
Okay, and which? All right. And these are the dudes in Virginia.
Yep.
Okay.
No, they're in Rowan Mountain. They're right down the damn road from Rogersville.
Oh, okay.
They're right there.
Okay.
I 100% agree with that little dev. I think they've been out here. And here's what I'm going to say to you. Hi, I'm right here. Come kiss my fat white ass. We're going to find out who took Summer. Eventually. If we don't, the feds will. I think you're right, little dev. Crazy.
Okay.
No, when you look up their names, I'm going to send you their addresses, the 725 address, and I'm going to send you some pictures that, or no, he deleted this thing off of Facebook, but I screenshotted it and sent it to the TBI, where he talks about keeping stock. He says keeping stock to fill their children and the Isaiah house, and how they put kids in like the Isaiah house and homeschool them after they steal them, and about drugs and splitting up peoples. This guy's nuts. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I would definitely look into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you an attachment. So I'm glad you got that, and thank you for listening to me, and thank you for taking the time. And Ziggy, thank you. We appreciate you, and we're glad to see you back.
Okay, so I got your email, so I know how to get a hold of you.
All right, thank you.
You be good.
You too.
All right, peace.
All right, bye-bye.
I'm going to show a couple more from the Wells family website. This is just them showing pictures of the home, no sound. For some reason, this is what Dawn and Candace and Tim Mullen wanted us to see at this moment. Oh, they didn't want people droning. That's what this was. Using a drone to take pictures of your neighbors is a crime. Straight trespassing. This must have been after Nerdy Addict came and was droning. They were really pissed off about Nerdy Addict coming and droning. Candace came out with Squall with a shotgun, pointing it at Nerdy's drone. This is when NDAs started coming into play. Fuck you. We should all be able to drain your house. Fuck his summer. If you want help looking for your daughter, I'm not saying people should, but you should be inviting them instead of fighting with them. Maybe go out and talk to them and see what the fuck is going on. Thank you for your prayers. Bad decision. Thank you, everyone, for your kind messages. There's no words to what each day and night is like. We needed cigarette. Oh, this is when Dawn gets arrested on Doug's channel. We'll go over all that one day. We needed cigarettes. It was a stupid decision. Please keep us in our prayers. Keep Dawn. This pain won't go away. Thank you. So that's supposed to be Tim Mullen writing for Candace after Dawn gets arrested. Candace was out dick chasing Benny and Ernie. The same night Tim Mullins is fucking writing this shit. Candace is on Benny's panel acting like she's in love with him, and Benny took offense to it. He was pissed off. He's like, yo, whoa, wait. It ain't like that, yo. Y'all remember that? After her and Dawn were fist fighting, yelling, screaming. All right, now we're at Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil and Candace Wills preview of show FindSummerWills.com. We'll do one more.
Are now issued by the TBI for a missing and 5-year-old girl.
She looked at trigger after trigger after trigger and not a cheer. You know what happened, son? Caroline, she's being interrogated. That's not interrogating you. She's trying to help you find your daughter.
He has to, it's constant. Find Summer Wills, even in the titles. FindSummerWills.com. Tim constantly passing this fucking. I wonder if he has sponsorships on that website that he's getting paid for you visiting. One more. This one is Summer Wills Family Home, new construction. This is what all the subs and community members were paying for them to keep their kids so they can go to jail and not do what they're supposed to do through courts to get their kids back, except for grift and take money to fix their home. next time I come to talk, so I can catch up on chats. We'll watch the next one because it's just drone footage for 12 minutes of the area of Dawn and Summers, the home Summer disappeared from on June 15th. Okay, so now for fun, I was showing you guys this picture. But I posted this a while back. This was August 31st, 2022. This was sent to me from Mama Bear. These are conversations between Lips and Marlena. So Lips has taken her private conversations in 2022 and sending them to Mama Bear and to whoever she can to start shit for Marlena. Yep, so people quit calling DCS. I found out who it was. She goes by Krama Mama on YouTube, but her name is Adrian. I just want the DCS shit to stop. Hey, and this was in 2022, prior to Krama Mama really coming to the YouTube scene. So this shows you that Krama Mama was definitely involved in Summer's case way before deciding to make her documentary channel with Scott H. I just want the DCS shit to stop. Hey, I just want to know, do you know anything on the rest of Journey's things? And do you have any money you can, whatever, something. He's locked. Hold on. It's not letting me unlock him right now. Something DCS on me. I'm about to lose my kid. My sister is going Monday to file emergency custody of my kid and shit. And I have no way to get up on my feet to get a place of my own or anything. And I'm in tears because no one stupid bitch I losing my kid. Are you going to give custody? Are you going to give your sister custody? Because doing is the way to keep CPS away. Then later when you're on your feet, all it takes is just to sign it back over. Make her take guardianship, not custody. So this is Lips in 2022. Talking to Marlena. Oops, I didn't have it up. Hold on. Look at what Lips did to her. I'm sure the addiction money came into play. But Marlena wasn't refusing to talk to her unless Lips paid Marlena to talk to her. I will ask Marlena that. I've refused to pay Marlena money twice and Marlena still comes and talks to me. It's called not enabling addiction. It also tells me that Marlena wants her daughter found. I don't know how many of you have been through it with a family member that is stuck in a cycle of addiction. Marlena has been beat up by YouTube, by her community, by men. She has been put down. I don't know how this woman's still surviving after Summer's case. I get it, her brother was arrested for drugs. She told us that story yesterday. Please go listen or watch it. It was in my chat. I can't remember if it was on panel day before yesterday. I don't think so. See, Chris, Tim Mullen, when Benny came to the Hill, Tim Mullen was sneaking through Benny's belongings, pulling out prescription drugs Benny had, telling people with the prescription drug. They had a fight over it. It's in the phone conversations. I don't even think they had a fight. Benny didn't even know till he was talking to Tim, and Tim was like, I only did you wrong one time. I went in that book bag and Candace caught me. Candace told Benny that Tim was digging through his shit. That's fucking weird. I don't like people look, my husband last night got busted. He came here while I was sleeping, which is fine. I'm trying to work out my marriage with him. I don't know where we're at. I'm trying to at least get along with him at the moment. I want abuse and fighting between the two of us to stop. But I get a phone call from my roommate, or not a phone call, a text message while I'm sleeping. This is why me and my husband fight. I don't like this kind of shit. Like, she sent me a video camera of my husband going through her belongings. He does that to me too. It's part of abuse. He takes my things and hides them and steals them so I can't go out. I had an ex-boyfriend call here years ago. I won't say his name or whatever. We're still friends, I think. I don't know. Ernie may have mentioned him recently. I'm a little lost when it comes to Ernie, and the names Ernie tells me he's connected to up here in Pittsburgh. And I've seen proof of him connected to somebody. He literally has images of himself in near a Greyhound station here in my city. You know what? I forget what I was saying. Why my head went in the clouds. I don't like when people search through your shit. I just don't. And I don't like when people backstab. I don't like when people do shit like this, Lips. You were acting as if you were her friend. You were cutting videos. This is proof. She's telling you what's going on in her life and how her kids are being taken from her. And you're sending these messages to fucking Mama Bear, who, in my opinion, absolutely could be connected to Summer Wells being missing. I've talked about it and I'm just going to leave it go. She needs to take that 501c3 she had and explain it to us a little bit more, you fucking cunt. I'll say that could be my connections. There's a lot. Benny was not photographed and been with Dawn. That is not true. Benny did do it. He had fucking man testosterone and shit while he was up there, like running around with fucking bear spray, threatening fucking Molly go lightly, shocking each other with fucking stun guns like it's a fucking game. You know, the kind of shit you shouldn't be doing on a missing person's fucking property. I hope we get the new sheriff. Hey, Marlena. She's here. Have you been paying attention, baby? Pay attention. I just went through. I want to know, did you ever meet Candace's cousin, Chris Marcos? There was a lot about Spider, and I read our text messages, and I told them the Morris Journey's birthday. And I also talked about your other sister a little bit and your connection to Earl Taylor. And I also did finally fucking say who I spoke to in Earl Taylor's. I had to. We're just doing it because this shit's going to end. In Earl Taylor's case, you see, yous all go after Francis Dykes, but Marlena has other family members that connect to these people that were also unalived. They were also grieving while Summer went missing. They lost a fucking family member at the same time. And yes, it could be connected to Summer, in my opinion. However, not all that's for YouTube. And whatever the fuck this cunt was out there saying, I don't fucking believe her. Nobody would have ever guessed Marlena had another sister. that was connected to Earl Taylor in other ways. I'm trying to catch up. Lips lied about half the shit she said to my kid. There's so many, like, I crawled into these people's business when I shouldn't have. But I didn't bring their business to YouTube because it wasn't my place. But now that shit's being talked about, I always say there's timing for everything. Ziggy tried to cover Earl Taylor's death multiple times, and she had so many fucking details wrong. She didn't even know the day he died or his real name or anything about it. However, now that we're hearing names like Cecil, and I'm connecting me to some Cecils, for some reason, like, I'm trying to catch up. I'm just seeing if Marlena's responding. Ernie's from the area, guys. You got to keep the. And he worked with the police. He knows all the bad guys in the area. He worked right at the Hay House. Imagine all of happy birthday to Journey. My chat's been telling Journey happy birthday, Marlena. Ernie knows all the criminals in that area. He worked with them, pretending to be a good guy with cops like Adam Elford. Bad cops. All right, let me go down and see if there's anything else here. That has to do with my family, my old home. Jay Ketter. I'm going to share this and then I'll move on. This is the missing man right here in Pittsburgh, connected to We Can Bring You Hope. They were putting out posters for him. They were putting the wrong information. Gate City, Virginia, ain't that funny because that's where Laura and Fred's from. A lot of people from Rogersville live in Gate City, Virginia. Actually, I think Cracking Cases is from that area. But anyways, this is the guy I've been telling you from here in my area. That We Can Bring You Hope. I busted them doing the same exact shit they were doing in Summer's case. And now I'm not going to hinder the case. I know things. I'm not going to say it, and I'm not going to fucking harass the fucking guy that told me, the detective, information about the case that I promised I wouldn't talk about, hinder, and that he would talk to me after this case is solved live here on my panel. So we're going to wait for them to solve Jay's case because I have a feeling it's going to lead us to whatever happened to Summer. Yuma, Virginia. That is interesting to talk. Especially since my dad's land was right next to Yuma, California, and I was talking about that in my Las Vegas connections. All right, guys. Happy birthday to Moonshine Sun. Let's move on a little bit. Here is a time. I'm just not even going to share any more of those community posts today. I got to go through them. I think I have my messages pulled up with Earl Taylor's girlfriend. We'll look at him another day. At the time of his death. Here is a live. I pulled this up the other day. I figured I'd leave it up. How long is it? It's 5 minutes and 29 seconds. This is Candace and Ernie. I just think sometimes it's good to come back and look at this shit. I don't really have rhyme or reason for this. You guys can make one up in my chat. I'm just going to come down and go get me coffee and take a break while y'all watch this.
It's not that. I don't want nobody on my property because TBI, LE, FBI, everybody's already searched that property so much and twisted and turned it over and made a big ass mess and all kinds of bullshit. Man, I don't even know. Like, everybody talks so much crazy shit. Like, I don't even know. Like, I lived there for 14 years. I don't even fucking deal with any of my neighbors. Look, I don't give a fuck what anybody does as long as they don't go fucking surfing around on my property. That was probably when that dumbass was at the house and he found that shoe outside the house. But my kids, man, they take their shoes off wherever they are in the yard and throw them out there. Jody Sue,
Yeah, what's the deal with that shit?
man, she's a crazy fucking psycho bitch. Jody Sue, there's something wrong with me. I have no idea what all that shit was. I haven't watched none of Jody Sue shit. I try to stay away from her and her bullshit.
Right.
Because she got too much going on, like she want to be inserted somewhere in this thing. I don't even know.
Right.
She's a lost baked potato in a whole world of baked potatoes. All right, well, okay, I'll put it at this point. This is what I say a whole lot. She's a kid that's missing the toy out of her Happy Meal.
Actually, when Don came home, did he go to the shed the first thing, or did he come straight up the alley or the driveway? What's going on?
I couldn't answer that. I have no idea.
Hmm.
I wasn't paying attention to what anybody else was doing. The only thing I was paying attention to was finding my daughter.
Candace, there was no scream, was there?
I don't know.
You don't know if it was somebody screamed it?
Because, like, on her side of the mountain, you can hear shit, like, that you can't hear on my side. The ridge is right there.
Right.
And everything that she did over there and her family, you couldn't hear at my house all the time either. I don't fucking lie about shit. I don't have a fucking ounce in my body to tell a fucking lie. I don't have the energy for that, and I don't have the time for that, and that just adds more bullshit to the problem.
The scream was at 4:30, and the law come at 6 or 6:30, right?
I have no, you know what? I couldn't even remember exactly when that all happened because there's been so many days that have been missing. Because I sit back and I wonder what if about this, what if about that, and
what do you mean?
All the what ifs.
What do you mean days missing? How many days was missing?
No, I mean like since summer's been gone, man. Like my days all run together now. They're all concurrent. They all run together.
Right.
So, you know, it's just like a big war zone that you try to relive, but you can't relive it because there's so much shit that's happened from since then. And man, that was my daughter. That was my pride and joy, along with my 3 boys. The only thing I want to do is find summer. But all this fighting and all these motherfuckers on YouTube and acting stupid and a fool is not helping anything. I just want my daughter found. All I give a fuck about. But I can promise you one thing, there ain't nothing on my motherfucking property. I don't know, man. People talk all kinds of shit. Well, no, it's just the way people say that. Well, you had something to do with your daughter. You know where she is. You know what you do. Motherfucker, if I knew what the fuck happened to my daughter, do you think I would be out fucking asking for motherfuckers for help? None of my sheds have a basement in them. No, there ain't no basement in none of them sheds. Check this. You guys just can't search my property. That's all there is to it. And that comes from a higher up, like a way higher up. And I can't do nothing about that. Oh, Donnie owns the property, but I am his wife, so it goes hand in hand.
So when Candace says higher ups, she's talking about the PIs. When she says way higher ups, she's talking about either courts, Lawson, TBI, feds. If y'all can't get that, I don't know what to tell you. She don't have to tell you exactly who she's talking about, but we know uppers and way higher uppers are these people she is speaking about. There were times, I think it was in this, she's talking about the attorneys, the CYF attorneys, that's what we call it, CPS, whatever you call it. She's talking about her attorneys, and she refers to them as uppers. If you listen to the context of what she's saying, you can figure out who the fuck the upper she's talking about is. And Candace kicked them out. Yep. There was a big fight.
I've been told that by a lawyer. Man, don't you think fucking the lawyers don't watch YouTube, dumbass? No, it was a lawyer. No, I ain't talked to Tim over 3-4 weeks, man. He tried to friend me on Facebook, and I just ignored it. I don't know, man. Him and Benny are involved together, and I just don't get in that fighting match arena. I really don't know what's going on with them all, but they all acting a fool, and I ain't dealing with it. You can go out there, just don't bring them on my property. That's all I ask.
Oh.
Yeah, if I was to look at it right now, it'd be 99.99%.
A predator.
Man,
Okay.
when I first moved out there, me and Donnie both didn't realize how many sex offenders lived around us within just a mile from us. No. I think whoever got her went and got her and left and all that.
Yeah, Chris Marcos saved your life when you were a kid. So he's the sex offender you welcomed around and took your kids to flea markets with, right? Prior to Summer going missing. And now we got this strange ass fucking call from what I believe is Marcos. I'm just going to put it out there.
No, I didn't. No. Back up. I didn't say in my house.
Okay. Don told me that. Remember? Don said
well,
something.
I don't know what Donnie told you.
Right.
I don't get in his business. He don't get in mine. It's like he don't get in my phone. I don't get in his phone. There's any time for him to open, but we just don't do each other like that.
They look forward to real life, nice restaurants, and Sunday dinners and family cookouts, and they having a good job, taking pride and working and paying for everything they get and doing everything righteously. That's what charges the batteries of a normal human. That's what gives them, the energy to get up every day and keep moving forward because, they look forward to living a good life, a God fearing life. But these evil people, it's just the opposite. It's just the opposite. They look forward to getting up every day and causing somebody else a ton of fucking hell.
Hold on a minute. I'm wrong. Marlena's on the phone with me.
Yeah.
I am completely wrong. So, Marlena, let me tell you that there was a girl with the same last name. Marlena's saying that ain't her sister. I don't know what the thing
I can
is.
barely hear you.
I'm telling them that you're saying this woman, Andrea Gregg, is not your sister and that she's the one that had Earl Taylor unalive. Now, I spoke to, I believe it was her. I believe it was Andrea Gregg. Maybe I have the words wrong because there is another Gregg related to you, right?
No.
No, then I have shit so wrong. Okay. I spoke to this lady early on, and she told me that Earl was with a man named Cecil.
No, that's not my family members. No.
Okay, but did you know anything about Cecil being with Earl Taylor the night he passed away?
He was found in Cecil. He was found in Cecil Gregg's backyard in the creek is where he was found after his sister, Earl Taylor's sister, and Andrea Gregg had him killed.
Can we talk more? Well, I told you I wouldn't bother you today because it's Journey's birthday tomorrow and you're busy. But tomorrow, would you mind coming on my panel and talking deeply about Earl? Because I've had a lot of fucking information wrong myself doing the research. And I would like you to clear it up because I do believe I just played a video from Killer Looks where a woman, I believe, would be Chris Marco's wife. In my opinion, I think that's who it is. But she
Hold
was
on
on.
just a second.
Okay.
Hold on just 1 second. Hold on just a minute.
Okay. That's funny because Andrea Craig didn't tell me that Earl was, I mean, that Cecil was a Craig. I have the messages. I thought they were related. I've seen posts where somebody who's called somebody's sister. I'm trying to eat this fucking candy. I'm sure. I might even go get some ice cream. We have this candy in Pittsburgh. It's called Sarah's Candy. It's so fucking good. It's chocolate. It's expensive, but it's better than whoever said they were getting a Dubai candy.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. I had a
You
visitor.
made me crave this.
I had a visitor at the door. I had to take it.
Okay, Marlena had a visitor at the door. So, Earl Taylor died the day after Summer. Do you think his case could be connected to Summer's case in any way?
It's not connected. It's not connected. His sister had him killed. His sister and Andrea Gregg had him killed. This ain't got nothing. We lost 22 people within the time Summer went missing.
And now,
Family members and all.
and now, at the time, his sister was in prison, though, right? Wasn't she in jail?
No, she was not in jail. She is the one that had him killed because there is videos that my sister-in-law has that she's in a video and all that. And he had come out of a rehab center and he was clean and he wanted to put his family back together.
Okay, so, but I am right when I say that Celeste, how do you say her name?
It is Celesta.
She did have kids to Earl Taylor.
She's got 4 of them.
And then she was with Ricky, but here's what she told me. They had broke up at the time. But Celesta was with Earl the night Earl passed away.
Celesta was not with Earl the night that he passed away. She was with me, my kid's dad, my brother, and her, and a friend of ours. We were all together. Celesta was not with Earl Taylor when he passed away. It was her and Loretta Taylor was with Earl when they passed away, and Josh Willis, and there was another one. So there was like 3 or 4 different people with him, and right now that is an ongoing case. So I wouldn't be trying to talk about that too much on YouTube.
Okay. Well, the reason I am is because I talked to this woman and she gave me a whole load of shit, and I'm going to pull the messages up when you come back after Journey's birthday, and we're going to read them so that you can see what she said, because she did not in any way tell me that she was related to Cecil Gregg. She told me Cecil was a friend of Earl and that they found Earl behind Cecil's home, and that when the cops came to question Cecil acted like he never met Earl in his life.
Yeah, he knew Cecil. They always knew Cecil. She knew Cecil. That was a party house in Greenville. But anyway, just let it ride right now, because I don't want to really. That's an ongoing investigation, and I'm not trying to put any other stuff out there that nobody else needs to know.
All right, we can leave it at that for now. But I do want to.
If you want to talk in private about it, we can.
Okay, but what I want to do really, though, is when you come up on panel, because I have talked about it over the years, I would like to pull the messages up so you, somebody from Earl Taylor's family, can read, since you are thinking that she may have had something to do with it. I think it's important that I pull these messages up for you to see.
Well, we can do that right now because I've got until 4 o'clock before I have to be at my daughter's.
Oh, but I'm live and I'm still showing right now I'm going over the live you sent me from Prayer Garden with the suitcase.
Okay.
So I'm going to finish that, and then we'll just finish talking about Earl day after tomorrow, if that's okay.
Or whenever. I mean, I'm good. I just know that even though I'm not commenting in your live or whatever, I am watching.
Okay. And tell Journey that everybody from YouTube is so sorry, at least in my chat, and that we all wish her a very happy birthday, and we hope all her wishes come true.
Yeah, she just got in trouble because there was some little girl picking on her about the YouTube cases and all that, and she just got in trouble at school for defending herself and her loved ones.
Do you hear that? This is spilling over into Journey's life in school. Journey is now fighting with other kids, and she got in trouble at school because somebody said something to her about YouTube. So can y'all please fucking stop? Enough children have been harmed. All right,
Okay, well, I'm
Marlena,
gonna get off. Watch your live.
go enjoy her birthday. You can come back and watch my live later. Wish her a happy birthday for us.
I will.
All right, bye.
Bye.
We'll get to the bottom of the Earl Taylor shit, and all my misinformation can be confirmed or denied with a family member. And Ziggy, you could suck ass. Now, let's go to Prayer Garden.
And all night they're thinking about, who their next victim's going to be, or where they might find them. What they're, if they got one on the hook, how they're going to, proceed to gaslight them and suck them in and destroy them. That's what keeps them going, and you can tell that it's hatred that keeps Pam moving forward. She hasn't got Pam doesn't want rose bushes in her yard, and she don't want hedges and rose bushes and all kinds of different beautiful flowers and and nice yard ornaments and stuff like that. Pam wants fucking skulls hanging on her fence, right? She wants to put a big ass dirty lawn chair in the front yard and skulls all over the place and sit out there looking, fucking scary like everything around her. And she wants to wish bad on everybody and hate on everybody and talk shit about everybody. There's nothing, nothing really good coming out of her mouth, right? And that's the way Dawn and Candace and them were. That's the way Allison was. And Hunter and that bunch. That's the way Jody Sue and them were. That's the way Fred and Laura and them were. Right? Marlena Crawford and her bunch.
Right.
They all jump up every day, to live for the gossip and the thrill of finding somebody that they can mess over, that they could do evil to. Who can we find to take stuff from? Who can we find to do evil shit to? Who can we find to gaslight up and destroy? They depend on that. They depend on that sucker that's born every second that they could possibly get in their web. And start spinning it around another victim. Now I know somewhere Fred Hill's sister said that Summer was in Indiana. And this was before Fred went to Indiana. He was saying that that's supposedly where Summer was. Now, I don't believe Summer is in Indiana. I don't believe that Summer is in Wisconsin, Utah. I don't believe Summer's any of those places. I believe Summer's right there, um, inside of Hawkins County, you know, right down the road, like the well said. I believe that she is right down the road in that Morrison Cemetery. That's my opinion. I really do believe that's where she's at. And I have, good reason to believe it because two main suspects said they believed it too. Chad Arnold, which is a grave digger, and Candace had met up with that day, and a grave was open across the road in Morrison Cemetery that Chad Arnold probably had all access to. And he's over there stocking people up fucking 4 damn years later. He's over there stocking people up in 2025. He's over there stocking people up. So that tells me that that's more than likely where the child is. And they're scared she's going to get found. That's my opinion. But I also do believe that there's something way bigger than what our minds can perceive in all of this. I do think there's something going on with children in multiple states because Don and Candace, all of these people seem to be affiliated with different states. I mean, what I'm saying is they're not confined to just Tennessee. They were up in Utah, trying to, market children. They were over in Arkansas marketing children. They were over here in Tennessee, and in my opinion, they were marketing children. They had ties with Kentucky, Virginia. They had, I wouldn't doubt if they don't got ties up into Indiana as well. And I think what happened was that they were running something. I think the big time was in Arkansas. I think in Arkansas there was, a large number of people involved in all of this, child stuff. And I think that, these people surrounding this one hub of what was going on moved over into Tennessee like the Wells did. And other ones moved, into, some of them stayed in Arkansas. Some of them moved out into, Virginia, Kentucky. Some moved up in Indiana. I think they kind of spread it out, if you know what I mean. I think that it's like, it's just like dealers,
Trying not to dox Marlena's phone number, so I'll just say it. I just texted Marlena and asked, is Chad a gravedigger? Hell no, he ain't. She messaged me back.
There'll be a bunch of dealers, starting out in a certain place, a certain area, and they'll move away. Some will move, to different states and different cities, different states, whatever. But they're still dealing. They're still, some might go to Florida, some might go to Tennessee, some might go, up into Ohio, some might, they might go to different places. Over into Virginia, they, but the point being is, if you ask, somebody, hey, what happened to so and so? Oh hell, he moved to Florida, but he's still, I'm getting ready to go down there. I'm getting ready to, we're gonna hang out. They got this or that going on. They're still into what they're doing. And this particular person, they might be in California. They might be, as I said, in Tennessee. They might be anywhere, but they're heading, to Florida, and they still know this person. And what I'm saying is, it's kind of like, you can take, the hillbilly out of the hills, but you can't take the hills out of the hillbilly. Okay, that's what I'm saying. They're going to continue. To do the evil that they were doing, that they're accustomed to doing, and I think there's a lot of people accustomed to doing evilness. I just happen to think Pam's one of them. And, and like I told you guys, I questioned her up. And what I was really seeking is, to see if I wanted to know if she was a compulsive liar, is what I wanted to know. How much does she lie? I didn't ever question that before. And that tells me a lot. It tells me a lot. If I can question a person, what I do is I research the truth, right? I get as much truth as I can about a human. I'm talking about bona fide. I fucking know you did and you were. And there's no way you can say you didn't, but you probably will because you're a compulsive liar. And then when you lie to me on numerous things, you confirm what I'm trying to figure out about you. And that allows me to understand that, well, it allows me to understand that you're exactly what I was thinking you was. And also allows me to understand that you're more than likely guilty of exactly what you're being accused of being guilty of. So a little research, a little observation, and a little questioning can give you all the answers you're seeking and looking for. It's not setting someone up. It's called finding the fucking truth, because these children in this world deserve it. These teenagers in this world deserve it. Young adults deserve it. Middle-aged people deserve it. Older people deserve it. We all deserve the truth. Every damn one of us deserve the truth. Why? Because the truth keeps us safe. The truth allows us to understand who we don't.
I'm having a problem, and I'm going to have to get off and come back in a little bit. My speaker died, and my charger's broke, so it takes a lot for me to get it on, to give my speaker some juice, to get it to turn on. So I can't hear what you guys are hearing right now. We can talk a little bit. I have 4 minutes. How about that? We'll cut this at 4 hours, and I'll come back in about 2 hours. She twisted around and is being stupid. I agree. I also agree she makes shit up. I agree she cuts and clips and likes to cause problems so that people look at certain people a certain way. And I believe her. Listen, I don't mean the word. I'm from the 80s. I truly don't mean to be disrespectful in any way. I'm a derogatory person. It doesn't mean I'm offending any certain human, but there are people out there that are just fucking idiot retards. And the people that follow her garden, like Phoebe, is a idiot fucking retard. I'm sorry. Fucking come at me, clip it, do whatever you want. I can't bite my tongue no more. Prayer Garden and her people are idiot fucking retards. Anybody who believes this bullshit propaganda she fucking spits out to y'all, I'll tell you, look, I come out here, I speculate. I don't know there's truth to anything. I also am willing to sit down on things that I think are untrue, have a full, unedited conversation with people where you can hear it. I prefer the piano. Maybe my interview with Marlena, it ain't really an interview. Maybe Marlena and I are just becoming friends and we're going to start talking about the people like PG. Maybe we'll just start doing it live. I was trying to do this in a more professional way, but all the games you can see these people have played is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And Prayer Garden is an idiot retard. I'm sorry. IR. That's what I'm calling her from now on. She ain't PG. She's IR. Idiot retard. It's crazy how much she comes up with. Like, you can't even, it's made up. Like, she really should write fantasy stories. She'd make a fucking killing because she got an idiot retard base that follows her and believes this shit, just like Ernie, the idiot faggot retard. I'm fucking saying it. Fucking sue me, knock me down, take me off fucking YouTube. I don't give a fuck. There's no other fucking words for these people except for idiot retard and idiot faggot retard. Sue me. I don't care no more. But anyways, we are at the 4 hour mark. I'm going to come back after my speaker charges. I've had a real lunch and got bad candy mixed with low carb Quest cookies. Oh, they're so good. Y'all, if you like low carb shit, go to Quest. They have potato chips, they have cookies. I'm trying really hard. I took pictures at Sandcastle yesterday next to my tiny little friend. And it's so fucking embarrassing. I really do need to fucking, you guys need to hold me accountable when you see me up here eating fucking candy. So, her and Ernie are two of a kind. I just think they're all related. 6 Up, PG, and Ernie. I don't fucking know. They're all from the Kentucky, Ohio area. Ziggy, too, on the Indiana side, it borders. They're idiot retards. Idiot retards and idiot faggot retards. Idiot cunt retards, idiot faggot retards. How about that? ICR and IFR. We'll give them new initials. It's fucking ridiculous. But alright. I'm gonna head off. Peace and love. I will see you. It's 1 now. I'll see you about somewhere between 3 and 5. How about that? I don't know where my day's going, but I do know I've been on here for 3 hours and I need a break. And my speaker needs charged. I'm going to leave these tabs right where they're at and open a whole new one for my phone while I'm off. But Pesamore, peace and love. I'll see you all in a few hours.